What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an all-new episode of Talkin-ish, a podcast amongst friends. I am Anthony Sterling, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood super Negro, a.k.a. Mr. Collarbone is showing, so you know I's be hoeing. And that is for Helene. Helene told me I needed to use that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I am using it now. That is my second,
See my collarbone,
a.k.a.
bitch. Yeah.
Whole thing is in effect. I'm kidding. And y'all joining me as always are the beautiful queens of podcasting, and we are going to start it off with that beautiful ray of sunshine. Miss Araya Anderson is in the building. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
AKA Miss I don't know what to do with my face. She is with us as always, wearing her cousin, who is not passing. We know that, Sister Black. And we love her for it. She okay, and you notice your breast and her breast are at breast height. They are perfectly centered.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a bra.
Yeah, we know. We know. We know, madam.
That's what I had to tell y'all to hold on. I had to go find me one. I was like, okay, let me put this on real quick.
Oh man, and ladies and gentlemen, we shall continue with our Priestess of Beige Rage, the progenitor of light-skinned rage, the alpha of high yellowness. Y'all give it up for the slightly annoyed mixed chick, Miss Britt Williams. How are you?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
On the revolution. What did you say?
I said K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, okay. I thought you had said,
good.
"Hey there, cunters." I was
so
like, "Wait, what?"
Good. Oh no,
I liked it.
Oh, okay. No, I've been hearing that show 7 times this week. My nephew is obsessed with it.
They're making Barbies. They're coming out with a 3-pack. They're $150, which is not bad.
Oh, a 3-pack for $150?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad at all. Well, he's bothering me for the damn pop figures.
Why?
Hey, it's a first for everything.
Oh,
it's okay. Nerd out, nerd.
Do you have to sign up on Mattel.com? You have to get a membership to get the dolls.
Yep.
I think the membership is like $10 a year.
Membership, bitch?
Yeah.
That's Rhea saying, "You are not one of us. Stay away."
I don't have a membership to Mattel.
I have it with their creators group, and I don't pay. It's just you get the updates. You don't get first in line.
Right.
Because I get it for like Hot Wheels and like limited edition Hot Wheels for my nephews, which are only like $5 more than what you get at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
But they're really detailed. So yeah, I try to stay. I try to stay in the know when it comes to toys.
Same.
For myself more than for them big-headed little crumb snatchers.
Same.
But look, we gonna continue with this introduction because no show is complete without our resident enforcer, the bountifully boobed, beautifully bushy-haired, lovely, legalized black, Miss Helene Tarragano. Y'all give it up with the Beretta. Madam.
Sir.
I think that's what I'm gonna call you now, aka legally black. Instead of legally blonde.
I am legally black.
There you go. See, Ice can't come to your
Brit is in trouble. Brit might not be soon, the way this administration is going, but I am currently legally black.
Well, I'm gonna say,
what?
Hey,
they're rolling as many things as they are rolling back. I'm sure Loving and
versus Virginia
will be next. So
no, it will not because Clarence will not allow it.
He won't let
that.
Yes, he would, because he would say some shit like, "Well, that doesn't apply to me. That's the rest of these Negroes."
Of course.
And when they come to cart his black ass off to jail,
he wouldn't do it.
No, he's not gonna get rid of Loving versus Virginia. That is his only signifier of being a.
We have come to the conclusion that these motherfuckers vote against their own best interest. How often?
A lot.
Every 100% of the time.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. You ever thought
and they just need a majority vote, correct? It does not need to be a consensus amongst
the
entirety of.
Right.
the
of the
judicial,
justices.
the justices, correct?
That's why you stack it. That's why presidents stack it. They make it heavy on one
Trump
side.
has stacked it heavy to his side. They don't need Clarence Thomas's vote.
Ooh, but what if that come to blow back on Trump and take his little stripper wife? Cause she ain't all the way white.
She's white though.
She's European.
She's white.
She's
It
European.
doesn't matter.
So
she's
white.
still
She
white.
identifies as white.
But she ain't that good European.
Oh, they don't care as long as it's
White
European.
is white.
They
right
will start.
now.
They will start accepting, just like they started to accept, what's the Irish. Just like they started to accept them as white when they needed them to fight against the others.
Yep.
Because they didn't want them to begin with, but then they were like,
Same thing
oh
with
wait,
the Italians. They didn't think the Italians were white.
we'll let you come on over to our side so you can fight against those people with us. So,
But think about it though, the Irish are white. Like
they are very white.
Are liquid paper white.
Yeah, they are very white.
Yeah, I get it. But that's been a beef because the Danes were assholes and the Gaelics didn't like them traipsing upon their land. So they've held a much bigger hatred than just, color and race factor. That's more of an I guess nationality beef.
Yeah.
Or a class beef, a caste beef even.
Hey, mark my words. November the 30th at 12:35 p.m. Things start rolling back. Oh, there's your 85-year-old black man.
With nerd arms.
That's what I was thinking too.
I can't lift my tapioca. Feed me, woman. If she only knew. I'm telling y'all, she's gonna hear this one day, and she's gonna hit the gym, and those little arms are gonna turn into massive guns.
The gym is not that far from where we live,
and her legs can't take her there yet.
No.
Wait, y'all don't have a gym in your apartment complex?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's right next to where I park.
I'm telling you, you're gonna hear "Eye of the Tiger" when you least expect it, and that's your ass, Rhea. You're gonna get these hands, mother. It's gonna happen, but no, that's it. But look, y'all. Hey, ladies, again, thank y'all as always for being a part of the madness, as well as everybody who checks us out. I do want to give a shout out to the 296, I guess, folks who watched our Charlemagne versus Roland Martin episode. Yeah, when black media clashes, we lose.
Wait, 296 people?
Yeah, well, 296 views. Nah, I didn't pay for bots. I don't pay for that.
I had somebody very pissed off at me about that shit.
Really?
What, bots?
No, not bots.
About saying that only Charlemagne is only smart to stupid people.
Oh, would that person's name start with a T and end with an M?
No.
Okay, because all right. Well, we
did
miss
he leave
you,
a
buddy.
comment?
No, he did not.
Oh.
But there was a comment that had me rolling that said I would subscribe to y'all if you would boot out the guy who was roasting everybody at the end of the show.
So I was like, I saw that comment and I was like, when did we get roasted? Did I miss something?
Who roasted us?
Jason was going off on everybody at the end of the episode.
When?
Throughout the episode, he was clowning. He pinpointed everybody, but he got Britt last when he said, "Yeah, Britt, tell us." I forgot what artist it was, and he was like, "Oh no, I ain't forgot you. I had something in the chamber for you too." Yeah, Jason was on one because remember he had said from I think an episode or two ago we had been saying his name too much, and he didn't like the takes that were coming after we said his name. As
this is what I got. This is what I got about Charlemagne.
Damn!
Wow. A whole
dissertation. There was more.
A thesis, if you will. God, look at those.
Yeah, there was
arms.
more.
They're like mantis arms.
I'm like, are you on his payroll?
God.
Oh, I'm sorry, Helene. No. We are not roasting said gentleman that said that. I was just entranced by Rhea's daughter's arms. She's got Snoop arms. She really does. She's got Snoop arms.
Ain't worked out nothing but a blunt in his entire life.
And
you see, he has a court show now. He's a judge all of a sudden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hell, it was enough when he had the goddamn. You know, he got the little kitty show. Well, he had. I don't know if he still
He
has
had
it.
a kid show.
No, it's still there.
Oh, is
it still plays. I don't know if they had a new season. And that was on YouTube because that was on his Snoop for Kids YouTube channel. But it still plays there. Could you
imagine? Ask him in his early 20s,
right,
21.
That's what I was thinking.
What he would think about himself at that time if he had a Snoop for Kids.
Need anybody to build a DeLorean and go back to the mid 90s, early to mid 90s.
So 91 and 92.
You go find me LBC Snoop.
He would have shot you.
And then find me Murder Was the Case while he is on trial and be like,
no,
sir. In the next 30 years, do you think that you'll have a YouTube channel that is dedicated to children's musical songs played to rap music and that you would be best friends with Martha Stewart? Go, soundbite, please.
Right.
Like, nigga, there is no fucking way that 20-some-odd Snoop sitting on trial for murder with 2 pigtails in a suit that's too goddamn big is like...
That suit was too big.
That is please do not throw me in jail suit. That had to have been a bodyguard suit. Because that was I saw the Days Go By video with the talking head.
Yeah.
David Byrne's gray suit.
It was one button. It was single breasted, too big, no collar. You remember that? The collarless.
Yep, I remember that.
Back in the day.
Suit, yep.
Then yeah.
And every time he'd sit and he'd slump over, he was still upright because the suit was so stiff. Yeah. So he really couldn't get that humbled slump. Please,
but he still walked in like he was fitting the crip walk at any particular second. Yes. Like he walked in with one leg kind of sliding next to the other one. And I'm like, nigga, fix your goddamn walk. You look like you a killer.
The judge was licking his lip, licking
Get
his
in there and
like,
walk like your ass is named Poindexter and not
right.
Calvin Brodus.
Thank you. AKA Snoop Doggy Dog, AKA Snoop Dogg, AKA Snoop D-O-double-G.
Snoop Lion.
No, oh God, please don't remind me of that.
But yeah, there's a bunch of them motherfuckers that if you go back in time and just grab them, like Ice Cube. Did you know that you was gonna be making kiddie movies?
And turn into kind of
I watched the Eddie Murphy doc yesterday on Netflix. If you had gone back to Delirious Eddie and been like, so Eddie,
oh God, no.
Do you think that you'll ever be dressed in a fat suit with a bikini on, sitting on a man's face, and his name is Norbert? What do you think that
how you doing?
You're like, fuck no. What do you mean?
You do it.
You never. Yeah, it's so weird. You know, when you remember a person as they were at that point when you were first introduced to them, and then seeing either a transformation for the better or for the worse later in life. Because like you said, I don't think 21-year-old Snoop would have thought he'd be making metaphors with fucking Martha Stewart in 20 years. You know,
he'd be Snoop on a stoop.
Making Snoop on the stoop or selling barbecue pits and things like that. You know, just never thought of it. So, hey, what would you tell 21-year-old Snoop? Old man Snoop? You know, you should have went to prison.
You'll do anything for money when you hit 50.
Right.
Yep.
That is true.
You become a sellout.
I let him know that your hairline is going to be here. By the time you read,
because you refuse to do whatever it is that you need to do with them goddamn locks, sir. So they just pulling your scalp further and further back. Did y'all see that thing on? I don't know. Y'all don't be on TikTok like that. Where it was like forehead review, and it was women sitting behind men, and they was pulling their hair back, and motherfuckers was really seeing where their hair starts and not where it hangs over.
Oh my
God! I was like,
wow. Now do that to a woman.
It looks totally different.
Burn your house.
No, they did because women pull their hair back anyway in ponytails.
Yeah,
but guys will have hair will have hair over their lines. Especially white men. It wasn't so much black men.
Naturally fading,
but women were like, and it looked. But when you put your hands there, you'd be like, God damn, where does my like? See, look, that shit.
Why you look like you'd be? Why you look like you'd be one of those what they call them folks? Extras. What you look like an extra from a kung
But
fu
like
flick.
I can pull my hair back and you're like, oh, okay, da 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 da, whatever. But when you do, for some reason, when you do this
Uh-huh.
shit, it looks totally. You're like, fuck me sideways. Look at the glare off this motherfucker.
I want
Like
to
it
put
looks totally damn different.
I want to put 6 dots on your head and just make you a Shaolin monk now. It's
That's
just
cool shit.
be
I'm
one with
down.
your chi, your chakra.
Shit,
Okay,
that'll get me
well,
one step closer to the Wu-Tang Clan if you make me a Shaolin monk. I'm okay with
that is
that.
true. I'm on a quest to get them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But we gotta
I'm on
hurt.
a
We
quest
gotta
to do some
move
other
on.
things with a few of them, but
Well,
that ain't it.
yes, we get it. Run a train with the clan. All right. So,
One can only hope.
oh my God. Okay.
Hoping and wishing and oh, sorry.
Please stop. No. We got to move on because it is time for our weekly wellness check. This is where we let everybody know how our previous week was. So we might as well start off with old gangbang Betty herself, Miss Elaine Turagano. How was your week, madam?
Let's see. I went to work on Monday and Tuesday. It was
Mm-hmm.
fine. It was fine. I've been off. Wednesday I
Oh, nice.
cooked. My gumbo
Was
came
your
out
job
a
closed
little
on
weird.
Wednesday or you just said,
No,
fuck
I
it, I'm
just took
taking
off.
off Wednesday? Okay.
We were closed Thursday, Friday. My gumbo
Okay.
came out a little weird. It wasn't terrible, but I don't know. Something was a little off to me. Everybody else thought it was fine, but to me, it was a little off. Um, and that's
Passe
it. I
bon.
made Ian made no, nigga, no, stop it. Ian made the pies, and
Fix
he
your face,
made
Brit.
Really?
yeah, he
Wow.
always makes the pies. He makes sweet potato
Oh,
pies,
really? Oh,
Nice.
cool.
That's
Got a
nice.
and
little pastry chef in the house.
he followed. Well, he can follow a recipe, so more
Hey,
power
as
to
long
him.
as he can. Wait till he start
Um,
making his own with his
but
own magic.
he takes what is now home ec, but they call it something different. It's like
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
PCS or something.
Okay.
And it's a girl heavy class, but it's not a 50-50 mix, but it's not like all girls. It's like
Hmm.
60-40 maybe ish. But the girls have now figured out that he knows how to cook, which has elevated.
Oh, his
The
social
Um,
school factor.
status.
yeah, so now he comes
Yes.
home and he's like, "Guess what I made? I made cheddar biscuits." And he's like, "I can make them for you." And I'm like, "By all means, go for it."
Wait till he
Um,
comes in your house. Who wants creme brulee?
yeah,
Buy it
I'm fine
today.
with that. But he has taken what like because he helps me here, so he goes back to the class and it's like, "Yeah, I already
Hmm.
do that. I already know how to do that." And the
Wow.
teachers
That's
let me know.
good.
She was like, "Yeah, he's doing great in my class," and da da da, and he's made a lot of friends. And I was like, "Why you
Yeah,
say
he
it like
did.
that?" She's like, "A lot of the girls like, oh, they figured out he can cook, and that's a
Hmm.
redeeming quality." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Future
but
Hmm.
thoughts of
no,
America.
that part. It's been me and my dog
As
since
a mother would say
Thursday.
to protect her son. I was
That
just
part.
there. You go.
It's been me
Respect the
and my
big.
puppy since Thursday. We ain't been doing
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I went Black Friday comic book shopping,
Nice.
Oh, okay.
and
To a black-owned comic book store.
I didn't actually. I
Oh,
need to.
okay.
You're
There is
supposed to
one
do black
here
owned on
that's
Black Friday.
Brit's homegirl
Oh my
owns a
Oh,
comic
goodness.
book store. That's not even all of them. I have more in my room.
holy hell.
But they were 40. Those not those. Those were like $2. The other
Hmm.
ones were 40 cents a piece that I got. So
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
a good deal.
they were having a
Oh,
damn good
they
day.
was cleaning
Now I didn't
house.
go to a
Yeah.
black-owned comic book store, but I did buy black titles. So
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Written by
kind of
white
made up.
writers.
No, these are black titles written by black people,
No, I'm
sir.
teasing. I am
Look,
teasing,
look
woman.
at that. Look at this. Look at that bitter root.
Oh, New Jack City.
Oh, and look, and then
That is
for
dope as hell.
I got this for $2, and then look at this one.
Ooh, Purple Rain. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
wow.
Nice.
Bitterroot Purple Rain, $2. $2 make you holla. And then I found this new series.
Look at her
I had
appropriating that
never
culture.
heard of this.
I was
And
Right?
about
this
to
is
say, is that? I was about to say it right
it's
at.
called
Was
Nightmare
that Lil
Blog.
Wayne? Okay.
No, this one's called Nightmare Blog. And then I
What
got a
publisher?
couple um
Do you know?
this one is Image.
Oh, Image. Okay. Okay.
And I got almost the entire series of that. And then but no, most of my books are either black writers, black
Mm-hmm.
artists, or about black people.
Nice.
So I was like, I'm trying to do my part to
Okay.
buy Negro. And
All right.
but I went to small shops. I didn't go to big conglomerate ass shops. And I go where I am appreciated, where they know my name when I walk in the door. It's like cheers. They go, Helene.
And she goes right to her
Oh.
pull list.
I do.
All
I'll be
right.
like, box, you know my box. They be having it ready when as soon as I walk in, they be like, let me get your box. Oh, thank you.
Nice. That's always good, man. Shop
But that's
local,
all I've
man.
done.
Shop local,
Yeah.
shop often.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm reading. That's what I'm reading right now. She-Hulk.
Planet She-Hulk?
Planet
Is
She-Hulk.
that a new one?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Damn. I'm behind on the Hulk series. I haven't read a good No. I gotta finish read Philip K. Johnson's Hulk because that shit is gross and I'm loving the
Yeah.
art. I'm liking the fact that they move him more to a horror theme and
Yes.
he is now possessed by the mother of horrors. So, yes, let's see
The
where it
new one is
goes.
supposed to be as just as because that one's the Incredible. The new one is supposed to
Right.
be.
I forgot what it is.
I
It's
can't remember
some
the new that just it dropped
Infernal.
last week. Yes,
The
that one's
Infernal
supposed to
Hulk.
be like
That's where he's
grittier as
possessed.
well.
Yeah. But I do want to say it's my comic book nerd in me. Rest in peace to Victor Von Doom. You controlled the world
Oh,
beautifully
you know what? I got that
in
too.
World Under
I ain't
Doom.
read that motherfucker
May you
though.
rest. Okay. We gotta move on.
Oh, look, and this Santa book is fucking hilarious.
I saw
I
Santa.
Look at the
okay.
eyeballs and shit.
Okay. Santa's
Santa walks
upset.
in.
Oh.
Santa walks into a decapitated family sitting on the couch, and they're holding their heads in a Christmas box.
Oh my
Love it.
goodness.
Oh, I want that.
It's a
Oh.
spawn. It's part of the Spawn universe.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Let me guess. Violator is torturing Santa.
We don't know yet. That's
Oh.
how it ended with Santa being like, "Holy shit, this is what I've seen," and the elves trying to like make Santa cheer up, and Santa's like, "Bitch, I'm not cheering up from what I've seen."
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my
Oh.
god.
Damn.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I love
You
it.
Oh my
fat bastards.
goodness.
Great.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to get that myself. I need some good horror holiday reading.
Yes,
All
right.
right. So we're gonna move on to Miss Britt Williams. How was your week?
I basically we have what's called refresh days, and so
Hmm.
that's Wednesday, and then you get Thursday off, and then Friday,
What do
Okay.
you
and you go back to work
refresh?
on Monday.
Like your soul?
Yeah. Um, which so I really didn't do much of anything. I took Neo on a lot of walks. Met a lot of other dogs and dog owners that I don't like. I then did make myself an asshole about a
I don't
dog
like.
owner.
Is
I
it your is
did.
it your life's duty to make everybody miserable?
No, I apologized.
Okay. I was just wondering.
I made myself the
Oh, the three-legged
asshole.
dog?
Yeah, with the three-legged dog.
You were an asshole to an amputee dog?
I didn't mean to be.
Way
I just
to
okay. So
go, Donald Trump. Wow.
That's what Bert was doing.
Going to
Hop along,
hell.
little doggy.
What the fuck did the three-legged dog do to you?
so
Wow.
the blocks here are very long. So that dog
Mhm.
was at the beginning of one end of the block, and I was on the other end. And so when I look up, I see a rather large dog, what looks like is struggling against the owner, and the owner's trying to pull him. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, great. Fuck. And really loudly, I yell, someone who can't control their fucking dog, right?
Not
Bitch,
Wow.
what
knowing the
is wrong with
situation.
you?
Not knowing anything about this
Right.
situation.
So
That's gonna be
then
dog
Just
race.
loud and wrong.
I decided to go across the street
Brit
because
being
I don't
Brit.
want to deal with the dog. So then I realized that the light is never going to turn. So I have to continue to walk towards the dog. And so the dog's walking towards me. And that's when I realized, oh, it's a three-legged dog that was probably struggling to walk in that moment. And its owner was holding it. And I went, wow, I'm an asshole as I passed that person.
Yes,
and
you
I was
are.
like, I am a complete asshole. There's nothing wrong with the dog. I am the asshole. I apologize profusely.
and that person accepted your apology, and y'all became friends, and then you found out
No,
they were
I have
homeless,
no
and you brought them
idea.
in your house.
Did they
I
hear
have
you
no
say that the
idea.
dog wasn't shit?
I basically said the dog wasn't shit.
I know. Did they hear you say that?
Yes, I yelled it so
Oh,
they could hear
Jesus.
me.
And then the bitch
Wow.
yelled it. Oh, Lord.
Okay, you are living your best white life
That
in that
So
part.
moment.
that's why
That's a
I
damn
also
shame.
would very loudly apologize, because if I
If
could
you
be
didn't live in a
loud in my
yeah,
ignorance, I can own my shit just as loud.
if you didn't live in an apartment, I hope they'd find your house and shit on your porch.
And throw shit
Oh,
at the door.
Shane,
And throw three-legged dog shit at the door.
Shane gonna do shit. It was a white lady. Shane gonna do shit.
Yeah, you know, man, Trump has liberated them. You never
That
know.
part.
She might have called the cops on your ass.
And you know what? That is true. I need to shut up
Yes,
because,
you do. Yes.
Barbecue Betty started here in Oakland.
Yep.
So, but other than that,
okay.
my week has been, I mean, I have to say, I hate clinical depression. It sucks, but it is what it is.
You didn't do anything for Thanksgiving? Y'all didn't cook? Y'all didn't?
No.
Okay.
Me and my dog hung out, and I made soup dumplings, shrimp and pork soup dumplings,
Ooh.
and some hot sizzle noodles.
That
Oh,
sounds
that's
appetizing. That
You made them
sounds
from
good.
scratch, the soup dumplings?
Fuck no.
Oh, because we get the
She
frozen
went
ones.
to H Mart and got them frozen ones.
Yeah, we get the frozen ones.
I
We get
steamed
the-
them shits up. I made them.
the pork,
Yeah.
and the
Where was the boyfriend?
chicken one.
He was doing it with his family.
Oh.
Oh, y'all not at the introduction stage yet?
No, I haven't met his child yet. I would like to
Oh.
not meet his child yet.
Oh.
That part.
Okay. Well,
So
hey kid, you're lucky.
Nigga, I've been hunching on a nigga for 3 years and ain't met none of his, so I don't know
You
if
know
that's
what
a
I'm
me
saying?
thing or a him thing at this point.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well, no,
And-
no,
and-
that's totally understandable.
and it's out of respect for his. I love the fact that he respects his child enough
Mm-hmm.
that
Not to
it
just bring
is-
any
doesn't
kind of
just-
loose ass in
right.
front of him.
exactly.
That
I'm
right.
not saying you're a loose
You
ass.
trying to say
No,
my
no,
ass
no,
loose?
no, no. But still,
She got a loose booty? She got a loose
I
booty?
don't gotta. No, I do
Loose
not.
caboose.
But no,
Just
I'm
all
just.
open in the wild.
No,
flapping
I'm
in
just
the wind.
saying the fact that at a year we're going to have a conversation about it and see where we are as a couple, and then we'll
That makes
talk
sense.
about meeting his kid. That
Okay.
fact that he has those and that he's specific about them is what is one of the reasons why I'm like, I can wait, because he
Mhm.
has boundaries. He respects his child.
That's sweet. That's awesome. That's a good father right there. So props to him. And let's see within a year. Hopefully we still have a country to meet a kid in.
That part.
So
Fuck. Well, hey, we might be living together a lot sooner under some rubble. So
or
never
across
know.
the border. Because you've been faking Puerto Rican since you were 5. So we don't know. You might get shipped out. You might be one of the lucky ones. Who knows?
Was he born here, or was he born
Yeah.
in? Oh,
He's
okay.
born here.
Okay.
Like Cheech Marin, born in East LA.
Oh,
Who's
one
the
of
president?
the best movies
John Wayne.
ever.
I still love that line. And who is the president? He was a cowboy. He was in Death Valley days. John Wayne. And then they sent his ass to Mexico.
My favorite is it looks like two puppies fighting under a blanket when she's
Yeah.
walking away.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a loose booty.
Yeah.
In a moo-moo.
Well, that's an
I
ass
don't
with its
have
own
one of
soundtrack.
those. My ass don't move like that under a moo-moo.
No,
and
yours
I'm
is
a little
high and
jealous
tight.
that it don't. It is, and I don't approve of it.
It's like a
I
fade.
wanted to kind of jiggle. I want to have that jiggle in the moo-moo, and it doesn't.
It's okay, Helene. Just
Mine
let it
doesn't
be.
even show up in a moo so
It's just moo.
it's just
moo.
it's just a garment hanging on me.
It's
That's
not.
all it is.
Them fronts gonna be
Oh,
moving though.
There
Yeah,
you go.
The titties be tittying.
Them titties is gonna be tittying.
Yeah.
Ray ain't got no ass.
No. Not a one.
It's okay, Rhea. Not
Oh,
every man.
I made
She said
peace
she
with
got a
it.
Yeah,
little cup.
make
You
peace.
got a little cup, Chief.
She
You got
she got
a
a
little.
little
Right.
undercup.
You got a
She
little
got a
mini
little
cup, Chief.
undercup.
Look
A
at
little
that.
bit.
No, there's a little hump.
A little bit.
It's like
Little bit.
it's kind of like
A little bit.
Dilbert. You
Can
know
you
how
put a
Dilbert
pencil?
is
Can you put a
drawn?
pencil in there and can the pencil hold if you put the pencil in there?
Ooh, I don't
Debatable.
know if I can do the pencil test.
You have
don't
the
encourage her.
perfect
Don't encourage her.
ass. You have the perfect ass for that like little short skirt you wore that day.
Yeah.
The one
That is
Okay.
that she can get away with wearing that little shit.
exactly.
Because if your ass was any bigger, I'd be like, bitch, you look obscene. Go put some clothes on.
Right.
Okay.
And
I'll
she'd have been
accept
like,
that.
Perfect.
"No, I want to let it free."
No.
Yeah, because you don't wear no drawers, so no.
She got
No, I
just
You-
enough
don't.
ass to see a little bit of cheek, but not enough to
Yeah,
make it
Right.
obscene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just
that
enough
black
to
romper
fool.
I wore to the R&B party, you could see my ass in that a little bit. It
Well,
depended on
good.
how
See?
I
And see,
moved.
that wasn't
Well, good.
obscene.
It wasn't. It
Right.
was very
Yeah.
Well,
cutesy,
that's
very
great.
demure.
Very
That's nice.
demure.
All right. Well, Rhea, how was your flat ass weekend?
That's a flat ass weekend.
I
No,
worked
but how's your week?
Monday.
I'm just messing with
I
you.
worked Monday and Tuesday. They
Hmm.
had catering come in. The
Oh,
person
cool.
who does our 401k treated us to Fresh Kitchen.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
Which
that's a good. I
if
like
you
that
don't,
place.
you have Fresh Kitchen?
Yes, we do. It was really good.
Okay,
I've had
yeah,
it one time,
Fresh
and it was
Kitchen
very.
is
We got
Oh,
it catered in, and it was good.
yeah, it's delicious. So I made a bowl and I put steak and chicken in it and all kinds of vegetables. It was delicious.
As you should.
And then we worked from home on Wednesday. Thursday, I didn't do anything.
why you
I
sound
think
like an
I
old
had
great mammy?
I
You worked on
had
Tuesday?
I had pizza and French fries
Hmm.
on Thanksgiving, but I got to talk to my brother for like 3.5 hours. I talked to my niece for an hour, and then I talked to him for a couple of hours. So it was good catching up. Um, Friday, I don't even remember what happened Friday. Oh, I was watching All Her Fault on
Hmm.
Friday, which I will recommend at the end of the show. And then yesterday, I can't remember what I did. And then I'm here today, and I go back to work tomorrow.
Have you been
Nice.
drinking?
I have.
Okay.
She has a
'Cause I'm like,
new
why you can't remember what you
liqueur.
did yesterday?
Oh, I was watching A Friend of the Family yesterday. That's what I was watching. I'm still watching it.
Did
And
you
I'm
Oh,
ever
the
still
finish
I'm
watching
documentary.
that? Did
very
you catch up
Okay.
on that Kim Kardashian show?
yes, but I don't remember a black guy in the show.
Nigga, what?
Are
The
you
Niecy
watching the
Nash
same
storyline?
show? I'm caught up, I thought.
The
The
Niecy
last
Nash
episode I
storyline?
watched was the divorce
Yes.
hearing.
Bitch, did you miss all of episode 3 and part of 4?
Maybe I skipped an episode. Because I don't remember a black guy being on the
You don't
show.
remember Niecy Nash getting dressed up to go on to like a singles party?
No.
Nigga, you missed the whole episode.
I must have missed the episode.
That was literally the whole episode was about them finding
Mhm.
Niecy Nash. She was like, "Oh, I want to go." They were trying to tell her she needs to start dating again, and she's like,
Mhm.
"No, I don't." And her
Okay.
homegirl runs like a singles party at like these Hollywood Hills type
Uh-huh.
houses, and she shows up to the party completely like decked out, and ends up, face fucking this man, interlocking from across the room. They eye
Oh,
fucking
wait
each
a minute.
other.
I did see that. Something happened to him?
Oh Lord have mercy, Jesus! I
All
I might
right.
have to go back.
episode.
Glad
I
you
need
had
to
a
go
great
back and watch the
weekend.
episode.
Glad you
Yeah.
had a great week and a good weekend. You blacked out somewhere during the
Apparently
shows.
so.
I be
Um,
high, so who
Anthony, what
knows
did
what
you
happened?
do this weekend, sir?
Yeah, how was your
Um,
week?
like pretty much everybody because now I am employed. Yay!
We love
Um,
employment. We love employment.
I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday was um our little Thanksgiving feast with all my coworkers. It was actually pretty cool
Was
because
it a
they brought
potluck
out
or was it catered?
it was catered, but there was barbecue. And
Ooh.
I didn't know we had a smoker in
Oh.
the shop. So we have this huge smoker, and then one of my coworkers brought his, and it was just smoked sausage and ribs. It was
Ooh,
really good.
yummy.
The rice dressing, gotta have a conversation with a certain caterer. We gotta talk, but I keep forgetting, and I'm not Michael McDonald.
Keep
Um,
good.
Them fuckers don't season no more. Um, they don't season for black folk,
Oh.
so I'm eating rice dressing and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting pochés. It's gonna taste like my aunt's rice dressing or my mama rice dressing.
I never
No,
had rice dressing. I've
no.
never heard of it.
Come on down to Louisiana. You can have it by the gallon.
I thought
Um,
you said ranch.
She's high.
Girl.
very much so.
Cole, you stupid.
Um,
Hi.
rice dressing or
Okay.
dirty rice, which is completely different, but rice dressing, it was alright. The macaroni was watery, but I was thankful, one,
Oh,
that I had
they
a
messed up
job.
the mac
Two,
and cheese.
yeah, well, it is what it
It
is. It's
was
catered.
white people.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
am
this is
thankful to be in a work environment again. I am thankful
yes.
for being amongst folks who also work. I have co-workers again, so that was really cool. Um, but we got out early. I donated the leftover food to we have a community refrigerator, a community
Oh,
fridge.
nice.
So and it's sprinkled all through the parishes. Well, I know for Lafayette we have about maybe 5 or 6 of them. And there was one by my house, so I had these trays. And it was cool because I felt like I did something good. Because they said,
Mhm.
"Hey, Anthony, we got a lot left. Do you want to go bring it and donate it like you did the gumbo for the cook-off?" I was like, "Sure, put it in my truck." There was these two older ladies when I got there, there was one. She goes to open the fridge. It is packed. So
Oh
I'm
wow.
standing there with three big, aluminum trays and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, I don't want this to go to waste. I'm not gonna dump it." There was this other lady that came, and she zoomed in, and she was like, "Baby, what's in there?" I said, "Oh, in the fridge, there's vegetables, there's a ton of fruit, there's some chickens, there's some rotisserie, da 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 da." She's like, "No, what you got in your hand?" I say, "Oh, I'm donating. This is from our Thanksgiving lunch from work." She's like, "Well, what's in it?" I said, "I got
Mm.
rice dressing, macaroni, and sweet potato." You think I could here? I didn't let her finish the sentence. Take it. You can have it.
Where did this
And,
lady come from?
that's a good question. Her car brought her, so I don't know what neighborhood she came from.
Oh, she
So
was
Uh,
she
coming to
just
get
pulled
stuff.
up to your
She was coming to get
job
food.
and was
no,
just
not my
like,
job at the community fridge. So the
So she was
community
oh,
coming.
fridge,
She was coming to get food from the community
yes,
fridge.
the,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
a food bank or
it's a food bank. It's a
okay.
fridge open to the public for folks. Look, I don't know what your financial status is.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I
gone
have
to the food
The
seen
pantry
food
before.
pantry. Mm-hmm.
right, but it's an actual walk-in
Same.
fridge. It's huge.
That's
I
cool.
have seen folks drive on bikes, and I have seen folks in Escalades. Take it how you want it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs something for something.
Yeah.
So she was very sweet though. She was like, "God bless you." And she took the trays, but they were heavy. And she said, "Oh Lord, I don't know why I did that." I was like, "Nerd arms." Um, to myself. So I was like, "Ma'am, let me take them. I'll put them in your car." She's like, "Would you do that?" I say, "Yes, ma'am. Here you go." She said, "Well, thank you." I said, "Look, this ain't season for you. So
Oh, it was a
hopefully you
You have
black
got
to get
some
home
lady.
tone."
and you gonna have to
Yeah,
get home and doctor this up.
you might have to doctor a few things up. She said, "Baby, as long as I got something to doctor, I am thankful and blessed that you gave it to me."
Okay, I hear
And I
that.
was like, "Well, enjoy." The other lady was like, "Oh, these goddamn grapes." I'm like, "Well, you can make some fruit punch." She said, "Well, they don't have no." And I just stuck my hand in, and there was this huge, like pineapples and stuff. I said, "Ma'am, you can make you a fruit salad and everything." She's like, "Oh, yeah, I would have asked you for what you had. But when I heard rice dressing, I don't just eat anybody rice dressing." I said, "I understand. I feel you." She's like, "Well, that's her stomach in the morning." And we laugh. And then and then I left. But I felt good about doing that.
That's
Friday, I
good.
did not do any Black Friday shopping. Wink, wink. I didn't go to the stores that we are boycotting and we are
Right.
continuing to boycott. Um, but I did go to Firestone because I was in desperate need of 4 tires. So
Oh, 4 tires? You need
four.
all four?
Girl, I haven't changed my tires since I bought them, and then I got in a car wreck, and then they exchanged the tire.
Oh,
So yeah, but they weren't bought. I don't go anywhere in my truck. I don't really drive because my truck is a gas guzzler.
mm-hmm.
So my tires are still somewhat cool, but one of them started to dry rot, and I was like, I'm not getting no blowout on this damn highway. So I
Mm-hmm.
went with 4 tires. Shout out to the company known as CFNA for giving me credit. Love you. You will be
Okay.
Oh,
paid.
you financed them?
Yeah, I financed my tires. I was not, girl. That was $1,100
Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
for four
Lanta.
tires.
I know
Yeah,
that's right.
Wow.
I drive a Silverado. Even with the cheap tires, I was looking at it. I said, "Ooh, these are
That's a
good," but
even with cheap tires, it's like 800.
yeah,
Right.
and you still got to pay. And I would look. Our sales tax in Louisiana is stupid, Riri.
What's y'all
So
sales tax? Ours is 8.25.
10%.
Oh
Yeah,
Damn.
Louisiana is
my.
fucking, and we're always broke.
Poor
How you
state
charge
with high ass sales tax is crazy.
exactly and stay broke? But shout out to janky ass Jeff. I hope he found you a place for your statue. You bitch. Um,
Did they
It
vote
was
on that?
Charlie Kirk statue.
no, they
Did they vote
haven't.
on
They
that?
have. They haven't voted on it. It's not something the people will vote for. It's for the LSU administration
That's
to
gross.
find a
Mm,
spot.
mm.
So,
That's
well,
gross.
look, put it in the middle of Tiger Stadium because I really don't care about that school nor the team.
That part. That
After you
part.
know the history of the school and why they're the Fighting Tigers,
Did he
we'll
go
keep
to
it
that
moving.
school?
No. He didn't go to
No,
any school, bitch.
no,
Then
I
that's
don't
He's
think
college. He
Jeff
was a
went to
community
college.
college.
For
Jeff.
like a
Jeff
semester or some
Landry.
shit.
Oh, you
Oh.
mean Charlie Kirk?
I'm
No,
talking
Charlie
about
Kirk is
Charlie
a
Kirk.
dropout. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
dropout.
yeah. No, he was a dropout.
He's
Oh.
dropout.
Okay.
Just like Rush Limbaugh, just like pretty much a lot of the right, alt right, or white winged conservative radio people. Most of them are not college graduates. Most of them are just mediocre.
So he's just wanting to put that statue there because he likes Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
Yes, and Charlie Kirk is now a martyr of free speech. Yeah,
Oh my god.
For the
yeah,
right. We need to say that.
yeah.
For the right.
Yeah, for
Not
the
a
right.
martyr to
I look
everybody.
after how Congress voted for that little bill they signed after Charlie got popped.
Yeah.
Yeah, after he got his tracheotomy,
Yeah.
no, things are
Well,
crazy.
you know what?
So
The old Democrats are willing to go
no,
along
there
with
was
just
some
about
young ones.
anything. Okay, I
Hakeem
tried.
Jeffries, I'm looking at you.
I've tried so
Jasmine,
hard.
I'm kind of looking at you.
No,
Jasmine
I
Uh,
Crockett
tried.
voted for it?
no, I don't think. No, she didn't. She didn't.
No,
But
Oh,
there were a few young
Hakeem Jeffries
Democrat.
did.
Hakeem
he
Jeffries
sure
did.
the shit did.
Yeah.
wow.
So again, it's the we want everyone to understand about free speech and being covered. And it's like, yo, y'all are the progenitors of the bullshit. Y'all created the drama, but now the
Right.
drama came to your house, knocked on your door, and one of your heroes. And now, oh my goodness, it's such a dark day in Disneyland. That's your fault.
But Jimmy Kimmel could get pulled off the air for free speech. Okay.
Well, but here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this because I'm actually done with my week. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, it was good to see how many people went after
Oh my
ABC and
god, get a
Sinclair.
glass, lady.
She's a lush.
No,
Leave her alone.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
she has
I'm
a fancy
fine.
top. She
I'm
wants
not
to
gonna drink
show
out
off
of a
the fancy
glass in a
top.
minute.
See,
Y'all just take
rare.
it to the head.
There it is.
I'm the
You are
only
one of the.
classy based person on this show.
I don't drink, so I don't care. You see, she got a
Braless.
fancy cover.
Braless
Fancy
right
top.
now. Talking about she the only classy one on the show. Titties perched and hanging, but she the only classy one on the
Titties
show.
hanging down here by my belly button.
Just clacking, just clacking in the wind. But who cares?
Do you remember those click clackers from back in the day?
Yes.
Yes, that is her. But no, I really wanted
Which
to.
way your nipples point, bitch?
Really?
No, they point this way now.
Okay. I was like, girl,
Now,
your eyes are on
Mine's
the
are,
Sparrow.
mine's
sparrow.
are just starting to do. They're starting to go a little. I'm like, oh shit.
Mine still go up.
Oh, well,
Because of
Mine
the,
look
Mine's
big.
I had
I'm
a-
like
starting to.
this. Mine
I had
do
a
we've
this.
seen
lift.
them.
I had
We've
a
seen
lift
them.
on
We
my
thank
breast.
you for that. Hey,
Oh.
they look great. Thank you, doctor. I want to say this, and then we got to move on to random chats. Because of the Jimmy Kimmel situation, there is something that had been playing with my mind for a while now. We did talk about it a little bit last episode and some episodes before. How America came together to fight for Jimmy Kimmel, but they didn't come together to fight for all the black women journalists who got shit canned from the major media, news media,
Of course they didn't.
and how most folks don't even know that it actually happened.
I didn't. This
Um,
is the first I'm hearing about it. Who got shit canned?
Well, Gail King is one of the biggest ones,
But I thought she
but
was leaving on her own
I was
accord.
just saying, I thought she was quitting.
to an extent,
Oh,
it's not all what it's being reported as. But NBC, ABC, CBS have all pretty much let go of a lot of their, let's just put it like this, mostly all the black women, at least 50 to 65% of their news gathering departments were black women, and they are gone.
wow.
And they have dropped them like a bad habit. A lot of their journalists, a lot of the black women journalists have been let go. The New York Times let go. I think it's the New York Times or the Washington Post let go of their biggest. Um, she was, I believe, an editor, but she was also a journalist. She had said some things about the Charlie Kirk situation, and they just flung her out to dry. There was
Yeah.
no, hey, let's drop Hulu. Let's not get the New York Times. Let's
Right.
get them in the pockets. So I just wanted to bring that up and just say that, hey, at the end of the day, what we did for Jimmy Kimmel was great, but we have to do it for everyone in
Everybody.
that space.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that.
It was very reactionary because of Trump, but a lot of the things that Doge and Trump did, they are affecting a lot of black female or black
Mhm.
women professionals,
By
and
design.
it is not making sense to why
It's by
it's just
design.
them. But I will say to the white women, y'all next, get ready. You're gonna
Right?
be a trad wife. The way
Hmm.
things are going and the way they're trying to
We're
mess
headed to
with
Gilead.
oh yeah, mess with insurance. Don't worry, you'll be in the kitchen. All right. So it is time for us to move on to our random chats of blackness, aka This Week in Black. And we had a little health scare with one of my favorite artists. Um, Donald Glover performed at Camp Flog Gnaw this past weekend or the
Camp
weekend
what,
before.
Richard?
Camp Flog Gnaw. It is Tyler the Creator's big festival, music festival.
Okay.
It's Golf Wang jumbled up. Yeah, okay. If you
Oh.
don't know,
Nigga, stop it.
bitches our future. Get in the know.
Stop it.
God damn. It is a festival created by Tyler the Creator. I believe it's been going on for 10 years. No, last year was its 10th anniversary. This year had got pushed back due to weather in LA, but Dodger Stadium, after the back-to-back from the LA Dodgers, woo, way to go blue. Tyler said, fuck that, we still gonna have this festival. So a week later they did it. Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, performed on stage. He did his hits. Everybody was cheering, and then he had a moment to let the world know what happened to him, because last year he had his big tour and he had to cancel, I think maybe 25 to 50% in.
Mm.
Come to find out, he was suffering a stroke on stage while
That's
he was
crazy.
performing. And they told him, you need to rest, you need to slow down. Um, and sadly, I appreciate him being honest and truthful to everybody, because he said to when the stroke hit him, the first thing he did was he was pissed off with himself because he let his fans down.
Mm.
That is some shit. And
You can
He
you
let his
can
fans down?
I mean
that's how he felt.
you
He
can
let his fans
try
down
to
by
prevent a
canceling the
stroke.
tour because everybody really wanted to see him, because it had been a while since he toured. And
I mean,
But a
it
stroke
was his mind. It wasn't like fans were
stroke is
yelling
not
at
his
him like,
it's
you
not his
fucking
right.
suck for
fault.
having a stroke.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but there's a lot of folks.
You can try to prevent a stroke, but there's so many indicators that can cause a stroke that you don't know
Right.
what you're trying to prevent.
And he didn't even know he had it. He was having
Right.
it
Right. They got to
until
tell you
somebody
at the
said,
hospital.
yeah, they had to drag him to the hospital,
I
you
know a
know.
girl who I don't know her personally, but she's a YouTuber that I watch, and she had several strokes,
Hmm.
and the only indicator was that she was very fatigued and had to lay down. She didn't have like he had a pain in his head, She didn't
Mm-hmm.
have that, but she
Right.
still had a stroke. So there's so many different indicators that present as a stroke that
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what you're looking for.
Like they did, his face didn't droop or anything
Her
like
face
they
didn't
usually
droop
tell
either.
you. It was
Her face
just,
didn't droop either.
You remember Colleen, my homegirl? She's on the show
Yeah,
yeah,
once.
yeah.
She had a
we'd love to have her
stroke
back.
She
in
had a
her
stroke.
20s. In her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
She had to relearn. I met her, I met Colleen probably 7 or so years after the stroke, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh my
It may not
goodness.
even have been that many, but she had it in college. Nothing,
Wow.
she, no, her family didn't have any history of it as far as I can
Mm-hmm.
remember her telling me. But she
Stressed
had
out.
to relearn everything. She had to learn how to walk again.
Oh
She
my
had to learn how
god.
to talk and eat. One side of her, I mean, it was the whole categorized the one side of her face, the whole
Right.
thing. And
Oh,
she had to relearn everything. Like when I met her, I would have no idea unless you really looked at her and you could kind of see a little bit of one side of her face was slightly like she wasn't symmetrical, but
Right.
no one really is. So
right.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
I
But
have a
yeah, yeah,
crooked smile.
She had one in college, and it
Wow.
kind of came out of the blue.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Hmm.
See, and that's one of the things where he apologized on stage. Like I watched the whole performance. Like I watched the whole festival. It was amazing. Shout out to the clips. Um, but at that moment, I just started thinking. Sometimes you gotta say fuck your fans and take care of you.
Yeah.
Like you cannot blame yourself and put that kind of onus on yourself because you seemed healthy. There was never moments where I saw Donald Glover where he's, taking it to the head like Brit
How old is
or
he?
35,
He's in
36.
his 30s?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh
Donald
I
Glover's
read
not
man.
old.
so I read an article actually yesterday, which before I even saw the
Mm-hmm.
outline, and it talked about his stroke, and it also
He's
talked
42.
about
42? I
other
thought he was
Yeah,
younger than that, but 42. Okay.
he
My
looks
bad.
other
younger, but
Sorry.
no, he's 42.
Okay.
they
Wow.
about
I'm
other
sorry,
young
Brit.
celebrity strokes,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that people who are under the age, like this age to this age is when most strokes happen. It's getting
Uh-huh.
younger and younger and younger, and a lot of it is due to stress and anxiety.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, drug use. But
Okay.
Yep.
on top of the stress and anxiety, and a lot of times they utilize the drugs to manage the stress and the anxiety.
What type of drugs?
Oh.
Like prescribed drugs or street drugs?
Well, to be honest, prescribed drugs or street drugs just prettied up. Like ADHD
Mm-hmm.
medication is meth. So it's the
Right.
same thing. If you can't get ADHD medication, and a lot of people take fucking that shit's fucking phenomenal as someone who has it because it levels me
Mm-hmm.
out. I can't imagine what it would do for someone who
When you
doesn't
don't
need
actually
it.
need it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Well, I
So
thought for folks who didn't need it, it
yep,
speeds up their brain chemistry.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Because that's so for me. That's why drinking caffeine doesn't do anything to me. You can't give me no amount of caffeine wakes me up
Mm.
Okay. Damn.
because it takes massive amounts of meth essentially to get me to level
Mm-hmm.
out and be normal.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, all I could say is I'm glad he's still here. Take time out.
Right.
Get your mind right, get your body right, get your health right. Um, because I'll be honest, I'm so tired of hearing, you know, young artists, young people killing over,
Right.
you know, on and some things that could have been prevented, especially when it comes to celebrity. Donald Glover does a lot. He does his music, he's a writer, director, you know,
Actor.
actor. He still does stand up once in a blue moon.
He does
So,
stand up too?
well,
Yeah,
yeah, he was a stand up comedian.
he was a
That's
comedian.
how he started.
No,
Yeah.
I
He
didn't
was
know
actually
that. I thought
funny
he
as shit
started as
too.
Yeah.
acting.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
I
know
knew
that.
Yep.
him as a comedian and then a singer, and then
Yeah.
acting came last for how I found out about
Oh,
him.
okay.
I knew him as an actor and
I
then
knew
a
him
singer.
on Community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was funny as fuck on Community, and
Yeah, he
he
was.
was funny as hell.
Right. But, 42 years old, no. No, 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 no.
That's too
Take
That's
some
young.
way
time
too
out.
young.
Yeah. Take some time out
There's another
and
girl I know who she's called the real Snow White on
uh-huh.
TikTok. She transports animals and she
Oh wow.
bonds with the animals. Like she transported exotic animals,
Mhm.
mostly exotic cats and dogs.
Oh, I've seen that chick.
Yeah, she had a stroke and she had the
Really?
face went,
Mhm.
down and stuff. And she was in the
Okay.
hospital and her daughter was doing her TikTok for her. And
Yeah.
now she can't transport anymore because they're concerned that she's going to have another stroke
While she's
Right.
driving.
while she's
Yeah.
driving.
Damn. I was wondering why I hadn't seen that lady in a while. I just figured I was looking at too much other shit.
Mhm.
No, she had a stroke.
Damn.
Pretty bad one.
Well, sheesh. Well, hey, this year's coming to an end. Start now. You're not feeling right, get to the doctor.
Yeah.
Even if you're feeling right, just make sure you do your checkups, whether
Yep.
they're annually or every
I
six
missed my
months or.
last checkup because I didn't have my doctor doesn't take my insurance.
Hmm.
So it's
Oh,
not just
okay.
a copay, it's full pay. And I just
Yeah.
didn't have it. So I had to cancel my appointment.
They don't
But
do you don't ask them if they have a cash pay option that's usually cheaper.
yeah, the cash pay option is cheaper, but it's still over $200.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, and that's a crazy thing, man. We should not be paying crazy ass fees to,
Mm-mm.
but
You
again,
gonna
this
find a
is
new
a
doctor?
capitalist society.
I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to find somebody that takes my insurance.
yeah,
Is
and
this your
that's the thing, man.
OBGYN or your PCP?
She's my PCP, but she does my vaginal exams as well, so I don't have to
Okay.
go to the gyno.
Yeah.
Um, and I've known her for
Oh yeah,
like
you ain't
10
got no
years
uterus.
plus. Yeah, I don't have a uterus, so I don't have to get as many pap smears as
Yeah.
the regular person does, plus my age. So, and I'm not active, so I don't have to get as many.
Mm,
But I still need to go for my meds and my health, my regular health. So
okay.
I gotta find a new doctor.
Yeah. Sad thing is, I may have to do the same with this insurance I'm getting. So,
Oh, your doctor doesn't take it?
no, it's not that. It is the way the insurance is set up.
Mm.
Like, oh, you're gonna have to pay probably full for your doctor visits. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
it's a high
Yeah, high
deductible.
deductible. You got to
Okay.
reach the deductible, and then we'll take over 80%. Oh, that's
Right.
mighty
Yeah.
white of you. Thank
Right.
you.
Right.
But anyway, I do want to say before we move to the next one, there was something funny that happened at the festival with Childish Gambino. At the booth, he was selling some amazing cancel cards, and y'all have got to see these cards. They are hilarious. I'm like, did this come to your mind during the stroke or after? Because
You stupid.
look, hey, the man is a comedian. I find laughter wherever I can. So these are the cards. And if y'all don't know, he does have this little beef with a certain light skinned Canadian rapper,
As they
and
Beef
should.
you
which
have?
makes me love him even more. These are the cards. If y'all could see them.
R.
Oh
Kelly, Target,
my
Drake, and P.
God.
Diddy, baby. Look
Oh
at
It
that
is the
old.
my
R. Kelly one.
God.
The
That's
R. Kelly is
funny.
a
R.
pissing
Kelly.
rainbow.
That's funny.
Look at
Do
my
y'all get
dog on the front of the Target.
yes.
Hitler.
That's funny.
Yes.
I
The
see the
white
But
bitch.
bottles of baby oil with P. Diddy. And what is Drake
uh-huh.
with a pie and a dog?
He's
Think
grooming
about
a
it.
dog.
Grooming
He's
a dog?
He's a
Bitch!
grooming.
groomer.
He's grooming a bitch. He's grooming a
Bitch!
bitch.
Oh, he's a groomer. What is
Yep,
a
he's a
pie?
Oh my
What
groomer.
is a
god.
pie for?
Cherry pie,
Uh,
maybe
you know,
from the movie
American
where
Pie could be
pie.
some,
Oh
Oh,
my fucking god.
young pie, some
If it had
or
Yep.
been
maybe
apple,
pie.
if it had been apple pie,
Fresh
it'd have been like, yeah,
pie.
American is apple
cherry
Yeah.
pie.
pie. She's
Fresh.
my cherry pie. Remember that song? Mark
Yes.
Yeah.
Lawrence?
Yep.
All I know is that's a fucking groomer. That motherfucker's
Yes.
grooming a young
Wow.
bitch.
So
He has
I
big
Nigga, I
I
want to
thought it was
buy.
thighs.
I want. How
hilarious.
much are these? I want to buy all of them.
Oh, I don't
Yep.
know if you want to buy them because them things were being sold for $100.
God
for the
damn.
whole set.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So $25 per card. Um,
I
Wow.
need to take a picture of this.
yeah,
This is
I'll send it.
amazing.
I'll put it in the group chat. It was hilarious. And folks were like, "Oh, he's still going there, Drake." Yes, he should. Let him have his
As
fun.
he should.
You continue to have
I
fun,
didn't
my
know he had
friend.
beef with Drake.
Yeah,
Everybody has
yeah.
beef with Drake at this point.
It was something that happened. This is America. The song that his
Yeah.
biggest song
Big song.
was actually written as a Drake diss song. He had different lyrics. Nobody
Oh.
knew about it.
Mm.
But him and Drake had kind of traded some subliminals in some previous songs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Donald Glover said he was doing it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Drake wasn't really responding after all of that, but recently in an interview he was like, "Yeah, my biggest competition to me is Drake." And he said when I started doing This Is America, when I
Oh,
started
because
writing
he
the
sings
lyrics,
and raps.
yeah,
Okay,
hmm
that makes
they
sense.
both took from Fonte from Little Brother. I don't care what people say. That's how Drake started with rapping and singing. That was all Fonte from Little Brother.
Mm.
But again, it's like the man who shot Liberty Valance. If the lie becomes more famous than the truth, you print the lie.
Mm.
So it is what it is. But I just wanted to show you all those cards. I thought they were funny as hell. Especially the R. Kelly one had me rolling because he just looked so happy, like he had just finished writing "I Believe I Can Fly." He's in a field. He's rainbow arcing his
Mm-hmm.
His
his yellow
stream.
showers, his stream. Yes, he was giving it to the world. He was just saying, "Here, world." He wanted to piss on him. But from hilarity to some humility as well as sadness, we got to pay some respects to some now ancestors, and we are starting off with a island legend, a reggae legend, if you will. Jimmy Cliff left this world on last Monday at the age of 81. I know a lot of folks, when you say reggae, you automatically think about Marley. If you're really a rebel, you'll probably yell Peter Tosh. But Jimmy Cliff is just as fundamental to the art form, to the music itself. Um, he was in one of my all-time favorite movies, The Harder They Come, where he played Ivanhoe. That was his first name, but he was known as Jesse James. Um, Music wise, everybody knows one of his most popular songs. I Can See Clearly Now. Rhea,
That's
don't you?
not a reggae song, though.
Yeah, but he made it more popular, honey. That's why I said
Hmm.
Was it his song originally?
no. I don't think so. I think he remade it,
Oh,
if
he
I
made it
remember. But I could be.
popular.
He made it popular, but I could be wrong. Now, if anybody knows, please put it in the comments. I don't think it's his song. I could be wrong, but either way, people know.
We'll look it
Many
up.
Rivers to Cross. Everybody remember that song? That is a beautiful song. Um, he popularized, as well as The Harder They Come, which was the theme song to the movie, but the soundtrack, it is one of the best reggae soundtracks you will ever listen to in your lifetime. Um, he was in one of my favorite comedies, was it Club Med? Yes, with Robin Williams. I believe it was Robin Williams and Eugene Levy. I can't remember who else was in it, but he was in that. He was also in a couple of other movies later on in life, but I just wanted to give a huge thank you for making the music that is a part of the soundtrack of my life. And thank you for everything you've done. And may you be with the ancestors, living free and continuing to sing your song. So thank you, Jimmy Cliff. That is it for him. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of Jimmy Cliff. I know maybe some of you do, but
Only for
I
that song.
yeah,
So
I that
he re-recorded "I Can See Clearly Now." It was
okay.
originally recorded by Johnny Nash,
Johnny
He
Nash. Okay.
re-recorded it for the Cool Runnings soundtrack, and
The
it
Mm,
movie Cool
peaked at number
Runnings?
18 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1993.
okay. So that was a good movie. Everyone remembers Cool Running.
Yes.
Sanka with very horrible Jamaican accents,
Horrible.
but you know, it had Leon in it and Dougie Doug
I love
and
Leon.
the
What
late great
happened
John
to
Candy.
Dougie Doug?
He's still around.
Is he? I haven't seen him in anything in
He
years.
can't. No, I don't. I don't think he does much acting. But I remember when Cosby was in a whole boatload of shit.
Yeah.
He did a lot of interviews
Uh,
because he was in Cosby's second show on CBS, Cosby.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he spoke out on it. Some people are like, yeah, Dougie Doug's right, man. Dougie Doug is kind of defending a sicko. So
Oh,
he
Who
just
was he
he was on
defending?
Cosby's
Oh.
side.
well, you know that I never saw it. I never thought Mr. Cosby was like that.
Listen,
I
Felicia Rashad does the same thing, and we give her a
exactly.
pass.
So
Correct.
it is what it is. But going back to Jimmy Cliff, man, thank you, thank
Rest
you.
in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, rest in power, rest in paradise. Our last in memoriam goes to a woman who has yet to see justice, even though she saw the atrocities of how evil white men could be. Mother Viola Fletcher has passed at the age of 111 years old.
Wow, that's a good
Damn.
life.
Who is Viola
Damn.
Fletcher?
She is one of the survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Holy shitballs. Okay.
Yes, she
Wow.
was 7 years old when
Damn.
it happened. Now, the three, well, I think now there's only one. Um, Viola Fletcher and her brother Hughes. He passed away in 2023. So 2 years ago, he passed. Um, they hurt them along with I know her first name is Leslie. But her last name, hold on, I it's right on my thing. Leslie Randall. They were the three known and last survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre. You writing notes there, Britt?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. They were the last known survivors. They went to Congress to plead their case, but the great state of Oklahoma said, "Nah, we ain't giving you that."
Oh
There is
yeah, she
it's
was working for reparations.
Yes, she wanted reparations for the things that she lost, which was her home, her family home. Her and her brother fought for it, as well as Miss or Mother Leslie, as a lot of folks called her. I believe Leslie Randall is the last survivor, and she is or is going to be 111. No, no, no. She just celebrated her 111th birthday this month. So she is the
Do you
last
would
of
you
the
want to live
survivors.
that long?
No.
It's strange
Yes.
because they asked I think Hughes, and Hughes was like he didn't ask to live this long. He was just blessed to live this long, and he thought he would live long enough to see justice being served.
Oh,
And it
see,
was
that
the
would break
same,
my
Yay.
heart.
and he
That would break
didn't.
my heart. I want to go sooner than that.
And the same thing to Mother Viola. I believe she had some words for every president. Why
Hmm.
hasn't there been any kind of reconciliation for it?
Right.
But I think what really gets me is the state of Oklahoma just basically saying, nah, nigga, you good. You were able to live this long. Um, Now, you're telling a woman who at 7 saw bodies being burned, houses being destroyed, people being hung. You good. You don't need this. So just goes to show you how much America really gives a shit about
They
its
don't.
people, especially its black people.
They don't.
No. But to Mother Viola, you know, thank you
Sleep, sleep in
for
peace.
sleep, rest in peace. You
Rest
know,
in peace.
rest, get that eternal rest you so richly deserve. Um, sorry that assholes could not even give you the time of day to give you the justice that you, your brother, as well as Miss Leslie, so richly deserve, as well as to all the families who suffered within that massacre. Oh well, we don't know if there's any statutes that we could build upon to make it a criminal case. And their lawyers are sitting there going, "Bitch, here are the statutes. We have them." So,
They just waited. They waited them out. They
yep,
waited the survivors out. They
yep.
Yeah.
did what corporations do.
And they've been
They
fighting for
wait
this for
them out.
20 years.
Yep.
They've been
They
fighting for over 20 years with this.
at some point people have to pass away. They did not
Yeah,
expect it to last this long,
right.
but yeah, they're no. This country will never ever admit what we all know it did. It is actively trying to erase that history right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely not going to be given any reparations ever, anytime soon, and ever, ever, ever. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. It's really sad. I mean, damn. You know.
So take your own reparation. What?
Huh, well,
She said what?
don't you see this beer here in the fridge in this corner store? Reparations. It is my beer. It is now my beer. I will walk out because I feel that I am owed this beer. But it's sad, man. That like really, that's all I could say. There's not enough. There aren't many words, and there probably are that I could say to express how pissed off I am. They weren't looking to break the state of Oklahoma.
Right.
They were just looking for recognition
Right.
and reparation.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all all admit it happened. Y'all all seen it happen. There are newspaper clippings. There are microfilms of newspaper columns that it happened. Y'all know just how disgustingly deadly this situation was, to the point where even the president at the time of the United States was like, yeah, do what y'all got to do. They deputize hateful people. They firebombed these houses. They dropped Molotov cocktails from airplanes. But y'all don't have
Anthony,
a case.
Michael Jackson said it the best when he said, "All I gotta say is they don't really care about us," and we know who the us was.
Yep. But everybody got mad when he said a certain slur in the song. It rhymed, y'all. It rhymed. He was literally fighting for your rights, but y'all got mad with him. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And then
But
I
they
got
killed
mad
him.
because of the kids. I got
They
mad because of
killed him.
that.
They killed him.
they didn't touch them to touch them with the
Yes, he
power of
did
song.
touch them.
But
He
we're
did
moving
touch those
with the
kids.
Ma'am,
power of
shut the fuck up.
music.
Of Grace Call,
We are
bitch.
moving.
Oh, not
We
that
are
power.
moving on. We are getting tired of your triggering. It is time, y'all.
But Michael was a revolutionary. I will give him that.
Yeah, well, once he
That
tried
did
to
not
fight the
touch
record
kids.
labels, that look, we're not gonna argue the truth, Helene, because the liars will continue to say falsehoods. But we will move on because it is time, ladies and gentlemen. We got an all new segment. We got a segment that is also a talking point and a roundtable discussion because
Yes.
we got to talk about a certain journalist that goes by the name of Torre, or if you're white, Tory. There was this white lady who interviewed him and was like, "Well, Tory," and he just goes, "It's Torre." Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Um, Torre is out in these streets outing these folks who are just trying to live their falsehood white lives. They just
Mhm.
want to be left alone. They want to be a part of the majority. And Torre said, ain't gonna happen. Because I'm looking
Not
at you,
on my watch.
Publio. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Okay.
You're
The
supposed to hit the
way
table, ain't you?
the way he
I
out,
did. I
like,
smacked the table.
did you hit it like
Like
Denzel did as
Iyanla.
Malcolm X?
No,
You
like
just pop the
Iyanla.
table?
When Iyanla said,
Iyanla,
not
yeah.
Not
on my
on my
watch.
watch.
A
Got
mammy
you.
titty hug came directly after.
Yes.
That is it. No, man, look, Torre, ever since Pope Leo has taken control of the Catholic Church, everybody is out here trying to figure out who is passing and who is not. And Torre said, challenge accepted. Because my boy went on a snitching just a snitching fest, a snitching spree, and said, nah, you high yellow motherfucker, you's a nigga.
That's a high
And I
yellow
know you
motherfucker.
is. Because not only did Pope Leo get outed, but so did Rashida Jones.
How
And
she got outed? The fuck?
well, it was funny because he said he started it because of sinners. And he kept talking about how Rashida Jones could not be a Mary because she is not
She
white
couldn't.
passing.
She's not white passing.
She could
She
not
might
pass for a
think
white
she
woman.
is, but she cannot pass for a white woman.
I think to white
with
people
blonde
she is.
hairdo she could.
You can look at her and see that she is, like, she calls it ethnic.
Fuck me.
No.
Ethnic.
Rashida Jones looks like a tan. She could pass for a tan white woman.
She could be a Spaniard. She could be a Spaniard. I
don't
think
know.
so.
I see,
But
I
then
see the nigger.
I mean, to us,
wow.
To me, I can see it. Like, before
Well,
I knew who she
It's
was,
kind of hard. Look, she's so white, she can't even be, she
Right?
can't be even focused on. She's a white woman.
right?
White.
But no, to us, but I always say that. I don't know why I got
Mhm.
dark.
we can split our
Because
own.
your camera, the
Yeah,
phone
it
was
was
too light and
focusing
it
on my
started
shit.
to adjust. Put your
She,
finger on the lens, it'll readjust. And
She
then come back. There it is.
look at you,
There
so
you go.
smart. You so
I
smart,
know.
Hercules.
I was a
Um,
smart nigga.
She,
I was one of the smart ones, Miss Helene. Yes, I
yes.
is.
she I've always said that we can tell our people quicker than they can tell our people. That's
That's
why
Mhm.
there have been certain people in time they're like, oh my God, I had no idea. And then I look at a motherfucker and be like, I can tell that motherfucker is mixed with sometimes black, maybe sometimes it's some sort of
Right.
Spanish, Puerto Rican, something along those lines that has black infused in it ultimately. But Rashida can pass to white people. They would look
I
at
would-
Rashida and think, oh, she has such a lovely tan.
Mm.
Somebody asked her
Cheesecake-
that
Go ahead.
once on
Mhm.
an interview on the red carpet. I watched it, and the woman was like, "Oh my God, your tan is amazing," and Rashida was like, "No," and that's the ethnic shit. She was like, "No, I'm brown.
I'm
'cause I'm
ethnic.
ethnic."
Yeah. She didn't say I'm black. She said I'm
No,
black.
absolutely not. No. Why do
How
that?
dare you?
But she played on, what is it called? Black. It's not blackish, but
Oh,
Oh
Black
no,
AF.
no, black
Black-
as fuck.
Black
She
AF.
played,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black
yeah, she
AF.
played a
Yeah,
mixed
black as fuck.
woman.
It's
Yeah.
another
So
one of them
she's
goddamn.
mixed.
What's that boy that make all them shows and he want everybody to be mixed?
Kenya Barris.
That
Yeah,
one.
Kenya Barris.
Yeah.
Yeah. She played on that
But
show. She played
I
his
think
wife.
it's also based on Kenya Barris's life as well.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Because
because
his wife
he's
is mixed.
is mixed, right? Yeah. So that's Rashida Jones
You can.
right
I'm
here.
saying if you bring this girl up, she looks a little more ethnic in this picture to me.
Yeah.
But if you bring this picture up to white people that have no idea, and ask them what her nationality is,
She's
they
white.
would think that she's some sort of maybe like mixed with some sort of Italian or some sort of
Right.
Spanish, maybe.
Mhm.
Yes.
But it would be another derivative of Caucasian. It would just be
Yeah.
a spicy version of European
a
Caucasian.
spicy white.
Yeah,
Right.
she'd be a spicy white.
Put just a tiny bit of
Just a
sriracha
little,
in the
a little Miss
mayonnaise.
Dash in there, just like that.
Yeah.
Bam.
Just a little garlic and herb Mrs. Dash within the meal.
Yep.
and it brings a
That
little
no, but
spice of life.
it would have to be the no salt one though.
There it is.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So
yeah.
yeah, I thought it was hilarious because he brought up what's my girl that played Mary in Sinners?
Haley
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 Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
Steinfeld,
Is it
yeah.
Steinfeld or Stainfield? Whichever
Stenfield.
way.
Oh,
Okay, well, you know who you are, girl.
she found
Uh,
out that she was black like 3 generations back.
well, I thought it was Filipino or Asian.
No,
Is
so
black and
it's
Filipino?
Filipino and it's African. So it's Filipino
Oh,
and
okay,
African.
okay.
I think it was
So
like her
how?
great grand maybe or it wasn't
Yeah.
her
She's an
grandmother.
octoroon. She's
And
an
it's on her
octoroon.
mom's side. But that is
Got it.
who needed to play that character.
Correct.
Whether
Right.
people want to admit it or not, this is what an octoroon looks like. That is why
Correct.
when my son calls me, I'm like, oh, it's my favorite baby octoroon. Because, or
Yeah,
is he
you
a
got
quadroon? But he looks,
no.
but he
Well,
is white passing.
Oh, most
you're
definitely. If
well.
he would not carry around a picture of his granddaddy, I'd be like, motherfucker, you a lie.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, but again, well, would he be a quadroon? I mean,
Because
you're
I'm
half.
Yes,
He gets
she's
it.
half,
Yeah,
so
it's a
he's a
fourth.
fourth.
Fourth. Yeah. Because all your children got all kind of stuff. Y'all just like a pot. I don't know what's in it. I can't tell no more.
Well, yeah, that's when
I,
you
Like
like I
this
told you,
elbow.
I thought you were Puerto Rican for a good 5 years. I've known you.
This nigga said
So
good 5 years.
like I still don't get it. I don't play this shit. I know from my side, my mom's side, there is one little old Cajun and a bunch of Native Americans, and yes, I can say I got Indian in my family. Um
You got the good
and
her.
and look, on my daddy's side, them mofos is black. I mean, leave fingerprints on charcoal black, like black, and I love them to death for it.
Cause I'm
You
black,
know,
y'all. Cause I'm
And
black,
and I'm
y'all.
black.
And I'm
And I'm
But
blackity black,
biggity,
and I'm
biggity,
black.
black, y'all.
like I didn't understand what was a red. See, I thought high yellow people were red bones, but I'm supposedly a
No.
red bone. Like me and Helene are red bone. Like when we tan, we turn red first,
Yeah.
then we brown.
Then we
So we're
brown.
like
Yep.
brown and serve rolls that you get from King
Mhm.
Hawaiian.
What
Those are the
about
best ones.
me?
Those are the best ones.
You're Cuban. Get out of our face. You're not a part of this. You're not like us, Rhea.
Bad
You're
Bunny.
not like us, Bad Bunny.
You're like
What?
Gloria Estefan. Get out.
Gloria, yes, Gloria
You're
Stefan.
Gloria Estefan. You ain't Miss
No.
Gloria.
I'm yellow. I'm high yellow. I've been
Yeah,
called
high
high
yellow,
yellow my
yes.
whole life, and my undertones are yellow. I'm yellow as
She's
shit.
yellow, eyes
I
red.
I want the day when Brit has that breakdown like Lynetta McGee had, or is it Lynette McKee? I think it's Lynetta McKee. Whichever one played in Jungle Fever, when
I
she
got
was telling
jungle
Flip, all my
fever.
life I was
I got
talked
jungle
about my
fever.
skin. I was known as
I
white,
got
honky
jungle
white, honky
fever.
bitch, nigga white. Blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm waiting for you to have that moment because it's gonna happen. It's
Nigga, it
gonna
probably happened
happen.
now. She ain't gonna
haven't.
have it.
Who says I haven't?
I was saying,
Okay,
okay, I
I
ain't had that goddamn
I
moment.
haven't witnessed it. So
Oh,
You
I
gonna
don't
would
get
go
me
like to
witness
witness.
blackout
it, shit.
drunk.
Oh,
Don't get me
she's gonna.
blackout drunk because I have been blackout drunk and they recorded it, and that
Oh.
is why I will never drink that excessively again because
I
I was in a
need
bush
this to put on the
screaming,
podcast.
"Kill Whitey,"
Oh
screaming at the
no,
top of my lungs.
we don't need you to
Oh,
kill
I
Whitey.
guess
We
we
need
didn't
you
see
to
her
talk about.
blackout drunk because she wasn't worried about Whitey that night. She was, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is great.
Howard,
Can we go back
nothing
in the
but.
club? No, we can't go back. He was so nice, the bouncer
No,
that
he
we
wasn't.
loved.
No, he wasn't.
So nice. He's so
He
nice
didn't kick
about
me
it.
out. He didn't kick me out. That's what she kept saying. He didn't kick me out. No,
Surebred,
he
him
didn't kick
saying,
me
"Get your
out.
yellow ass from out this door before I kick you in the face."
Him saying, "I think it's time for you to go." No, he didn't.
Not
He
kicking.
didn't
No,
kick me
he
out.
didn't kick
He
me
didn't
out.
kick me out.
He suggested I leave.
What I
But no,
meant
we
by
That's
didn't
that,
see drunk revolutionary.
no,
You know what we
but
saw? You know, here's what we saw.
oh, you saw Rebecca. You had Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
I have two modes when I drink. Either I want to
Yeah.
Yeah,
fight
that's
you
what we
or
saw.
I
We
just
saw the
want to
one that
hug
was
you.
rubbing all on of her hair
Yep.
and
I
shit.
I either
oh
want to
my
fight you
god.
or I want to hug you. And
I was like,
those are
bitch,
my
get
two
the fuck
modes.
off. Get off me, bitch.
I
I was
look.
loving everybody that
And I'm
night.
like, here's the situation. I'm taking her home.
There it is. We're shutting this
And
off
me and we
right
were
here,
sitting there
right
like,
now.
okay.
See, but that's the crazy thing. But again, I think Brit's alcohol opens up the whiteness
I think it
that
depends
puts
on
the
what she's drinking. If she had been
yeah.
drinking
Yeah.
like, what is the cinnamony shit? If she had been drinking Fireball,
Fireball.
I think it would have
That's
been
her
different.
shit.
She'd have
Yeah.
been white girl wasted.
No, she would
No,
have
she
been
would have been
No,
screaming about
revolutionary.
no.
revolutionary shit.
Oh,
That
No, she
that
was
is what I
drinking.
was drinking when I ended up
She
blacking
drank some
out.
creamy drink and then she drank some margarita. And that,
oh, so
Give
she
me
turned
one
to
margarita.
and
Give me two margaritas.
Britney. Okay, so aside of being a damn lush, you being biracial or mixed, depending on what day it is, how do you have a biracial radar to where you can see a person and go,
Oh, like gay?
Yes.
yes,
Yes. I definitely can.
does it work?
But it's biased, and I've come to realize
Okay.
it's slightly biased. I can recognize biracial people who look like me, who are harder to tell, and then it's easier for me to tell ones who are as ambiguous as me than it is for those who look closer to black. Does that make sense?
Right.
Where like their
Yeah.
skin may be lighter. That
Uh-huh.
one's harder for me to tell. Are you light skinned or are you mixed? I'm never quite exactly sure unless they have white features with, typically black hair or whatever it may be. Then I can tell better. And with guys, much easier to tell across the board.
Okay. Yeah, because like for me, I could look at, well, being in Louisiana, it's not hard, but it gets complicated because you can't go and say, "Hey, you're biracial. I'm Creole."
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's the same thing, but then you
Right.
also have to look at it when you say biracial, it means just two races, white, black, game over.
Right.
When you go with
Creole. Doesn't
mixed, well,
Creole mean
Creole is a
more than that?
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Creole is
because
a
both
mix.
my parents are considered black, but they're also Creole.
Yeah,
Right.
it's African, it's
And
Native
Creole,
American, it's French, it's Spanish,
depending
it's
on who you talk to, it's not an ethnicity, it's
right,
a heritage
and a
Mm.
culture.
and a culture. So it's like,
hmm
I don't know, it just
Yeah, I
depends on
get
who
it.
you talk to. Because at the end of the
I
day, I
just
got two black parents.
right, and at the end of the
Right.
day, I just call them a bunch of uppity high yellow niggas.
Like Beyonce's parents consider
I have
themselves
no shame.
black.
Beyonce's
Like
mama is Creole.
Tina
Creole.
is Creole and her
Mm-hmm.
father is black, but Tina considers herself I'm drunk. Considers herself a black woman.
Because she is. She's still black,
But
even if she's
you mix
Creole.
that Creole with that Negro, get a Texas Bama. That's
Right, right.
She
Beyonce.
is
Isn't
drunk.
isn't that Beyonce math? That's a
And
great equation.
Beyonce,
Yeah.
yes, and Beyonce considers herself yellow bone or red bone.
She ain't yellow. She red.
She's
She's
red.
not yellow.
She a
She's
red.
red
She
bone.
red bone. She red bone to the bone.
Right.
Now it depends on how much sunlight she get as well.
She's also light skinned.
She might be a shade lighter than me and Helene and yourself, but she ain't.
She
Brit.
ain't light like Brit. No, she's not.
Yeah. So again, they are still gonna call her
Red
nigger or
bone.
niggers, whatever.
Right.
Mhm.
Beyonce can't pass for nothing. Miss Tina can't pass for nothing. I seen that Indian nose. She can't pass. She can't pass at all.
No.
She got a little sharp nose. I kind of have that a little bit, but nah, Miss Tina can't pass.
No,
No
Miss
matter
Tina's
how
black.
hard she would try.
Yeah.
But she would never because she's embraced. Who she is.
She
Is she from
she was
Galveston?
she was raised as a black person. I read her
Yeah.
book. She was
Mhm.
raised as a black person,
Right.
knowing that she was black, knowing that she would never be white. She was considered Creole, but that was also considered as black.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a Negro.
So here's a question I would like to ask you, ladies.
Yes.
And I've asked this. Well, I couldn't ask that to my great grandmother because number one, I was only 10. But I do remember asking her because I went to an all black school. Um, we learned about civil rights. We learned about the Montgomery bus boycott. We learned about Rosa Parks. We learned about all that, right? So I asked her, thinking that my great grandmother was a black woman. She was just light skinned, it. And I said, Granny, did you sit in the back of the bus? And she just looked at me. She said, "No, baby, I don't. Granny never rode a bus. When Granny rode a bus, that was because I came to visit, not a city bus, but like the Greyhound
Right.
and all of that."
Right.
And she said, "Oh no, I would. I'm not gonna sit with them people." At
Mm,
first, I was kind of like, "Us people," and then when she said, "Not them, Kaji," oh no, Granny. But I never understood that her father was a white man. I didn't know
Mm.
my great grandmother was my great grandfather was a white man on my mama's side, on my mama's side. But what
Mm.
really made it so funny is me and my mom almost got into a knockdown, drag out argument about my great grandmother's racial makeup. And
Mm.
then I finally saw the pictures. And there's this white Cajun man, and then there's this little thick Native American woman. And those were her parents. And
Mm.
I'm like, so you telling me we ain't from the motherland? Fuck! And I was
not
mad.
the motherland.
Oh, I was mad. I really wanted to check our African lineage, but I
Mhm.
could only really do it on my dad's side, you
Mm.
know. But here's the question I want to ask because my great grandmother never passed. She never went around passing as far as I knew. There were no tales of her trying to, sit at the front of the bus or go to a lunch counter, nothing like that. The woman could cook up a storm, so she didn't need to go to them people. For a person who's passing, is it their fault for wanting to pass, or do you give them grace because they might be just trying to survive?
My grandmother passed.
I think it depends on the time period.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I give them
Okay.
grace because
Okay.
any time coming up in the early 1900s to 1950s, 60s, it would behoove you
Hell,
to
to
be
the
a white
70s.
person. Yeah, it would behoove
Mhm.
you to be a white person. So I don't fault them for doing it because it was an easier life and they could be a steward of learning how to be white but also be a black person so they could come back with knowledge
Mm-hmm.
to tell the black people what's going on.
That's
Right.
typically
So,
not what happened, though.
what happened?
There was no coming back later to disseminate information. When you're passing, especially back then, you're passing to stay for the rest of your life. You build a whole life around being a white person. What you're not going to do is go back and put that in danger. That's why most people who were passing would go out of their way typically to avoid to avoid black people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
you ever
think
see?
that's
Oh, go ahead.
that's very present in Ty Burrell, the father from what's
Modern
that
Family.
Modern Family. I think that's what happened with his family. His grandmother, his great grandmother was a black woman, but she could pass. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what happened with his family. She married white. They raised their children as white. And there was always a rumor about her being black, but it
Yeah.
was never proven until he had his ancestry DNA done by finding your roots.
Right.
And he
Right.
realized that he said that the rumor that was going around was actually true, that his great grandmother was a black woman,
Mm.
but she chose to present as white.
I think
And
nowadays
mhm.
is completely different. Nowadays, if you want to pass, you're making a statement because you no longer have to pass, at least not in, I'll say, on the West Coast. I don't know about other areas. I know on the East Coast, when it comes to like New York and Massachusetts and those areas, there's no need to pass either. Never dealt with the heartland, and I've never lived down south. And so I can't speak to that, but I can say
Mhm.
the areas that I've lived in, there is no fucking reason. And if you are a celebrity, then you definitely don't need to fucking pass. You choose to pass. It is an actual choice. not a
I
choice out of
disagree.
fear.
Right.
It is a
I
choice that
disagree
you've
on both
made.
Like
fronts.
Rashida Jones saying, I'm ethnic.
My grandmother
Bitch, you're
didn't
black. Just say you're black.
on Britt's first point, my grandmother didn't pass and live that life. She passed to do things that she needed to get done in her day-to-day life, and then she went back home and was a black woman. She would pass when it came to riding the streetcar. She would pass when it came to riding the bus. She would pass when it came to, can I get in line at the grocery store? She would pass when it came to, I need to get into this building right now to do whatever it is that I need to do. She would pass when it came to who the landlord of her house would actually speak to, because she wouldn't speak to her husband, so she would speak to my grandmother because she thought she was a white woman living in the Seventh Ward of New Orleans for some odd reason.
Because they had
So
white folks there too.
they did. She
Hmm.
didn't pass and live the life eternally. She did it to get ahead, and then she went back to being who she was. Um, that was point one. But point two, even in this day and age, the sentiment of they love our rhythm but hate our blues still rings true. They may want to be ethnically ambiguous, but they will never be like, oh, I'm just black, or I am black, or I am this, because with that still comes to this day a stereotype.
Right.
Regardless of how many black people we put into elected official capacity, how many black people are in this sports arena, how many black people get their JDs and become lawyers or judges or whatever, there is still a connotation and a stigma to being a black person in America. And it comes with loud and ghetto and angry and
Mm-hmm.
malicious and
Mm-hmm.
dangerous and all of these other things. Yes, you can choose to pass, but also out of necessity, if you're trying to get where you want to be in life, it may be more of a favor to get what you need in that
Mm-hmm.
sense than it is to, I just want to do it to do it. Not saying that all of them don't do it just to do it, because I'm quite sure there are some that are just like, I just don't want to admit my blackness. But then there are some like Slash who has never denied his blackness. He's just never outright been like,
Right.
Hmm.
I'm black, but he brings his black mama with him to places and is like, this is my mother. Just like Queen Latifah's never come out openly and said, I'm a gay woman, but she has a wife. So we know that she's gay. If you're not
So
actively speaking about it, I don't think that means that you're hiding it. It doesn't need to be said. Who gives a shit?
So I want to speak to the 2 points really quickly. One, I want to amend what I said and state that I was looking at it from one very specific use case, not looking at it as passing in other ways. So I
Hmm.
agree with Helene. I was being very myopic in my view, and I was spreading it across the whole diaspora of passing. So I was incorrect. Two, like I said, in my view, especially in the areas I've lived, and being someone who is mixed, raised by a black father, I have a very specific view. And I do see anyone who doesn't have to pass, meaning your life is not in danger or your family's life is not in danger right now. This is how
Hmm.
I look at it. If you're mixed, you better say you're fucking black. And if you don't, then just embrace being as close to white as you can be, because that will always be in question where your loyalty lies.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I can't speak on that because I was black. Um, but I have heard in interviews with a lot of mixed race kids, they will say, "Oh, I am mixed because it makes me feel like if I say I am black, then I am shunning the other parts of
Right.
me."
The
You
other
know,
part
like with the
doesn't want you. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm
but
sorry.
no, no,
But
How
no,
you
it's
know
okay.
that?
But
but
it's
it
not yeah, right.
depends. It depends, Britt, because I went to school with this girl named Natalie Yates. Yes, I'm doxing her. Because she was this blonde
I don't
hair,
know you.
blue eyed girl who was
Hmm.
very tan. And we got wind that she might have some Negro in her. So I remember going into the restroom in the locker room area and I asked her, "Are you black?" And she looked at me and she said, "My father's black."
Okay,
Not
girl.
acknowledging her blackness at
Hmm.
all,
Right.
just stating that her father was black.
Right. And
Not
that's how a
denying
lot.
it,
That's how
but
it's
not
been for a
seeing
lot.
herself, not seeing herself as a black woman.
Hmm.
She was white passing. She had blonde hair, blue eyes, and she was Brit's complexion. To everybody else, she looked like a tan white woman,
Yeah.
but we knew her as being a black person. She just refused to accept it. And she went on to marry white.
Mm-hmm.
She went on to have white children. And she's completely passing. She's denying her black heritage 100%.
I I just growing up mixed, you and maybe it was the time, and I'll say that too, but I was never mixed and white. I was just mixed and black. The white
Mm-hmm.
part of me was negligible, not just because my mother passed away so young, but because it was very obvious the white people did not want me. The white people I encountered, being called a nice, respectable colored girl, the first colored person at their table. Like, it was very obvious they didn't want me. And then in high school and junior high, they didn't want me. The white kids very, very happily told you you weren't white. So I grew up, you were mixed, you were black.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it was.
That's an 80s thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew
70s
up in
and
the
80s.
80s.
Yeah.
And so to me, especially if you've got a lot of money, there are things that I do that change my ethnicity greatly. And so I try my best. I used to do them a lot before because I didn't think about it. But now I try my best to avoid straightening my hair. I throw on a blonde wig. It's not the same as Helene or Araya throwing on a blonde wig. It
Mm-hmm.
just, there are certain things I cannot do. There are certain things I cannot say if I want to embrace my black heritage and not pass.
I would love to see you in a blonde wig and like blue contacts to see what you would
Oh,
look like. Just to see
Lord.
what you would look like.
Well,
Just
you
to
know,
see if I would look at you differently.
well, you know what, Britt? I'm gonna add this too. I'm going back to Torre with the whole Rashida Jones thing,
Mhm.
and when he was having his conversation with his partner that they do the Rap Latte podcast with together, he had a disclaimer. He said, "Look, I knew Rashida before Hollywood, before she was acting. We went to high school together. So we knew Rashida wasn't a white woman. We knew, but like the guy said, well, look, not everybody knows Rashida from teenage or knew Rashida from Hollywood or knew that Quincy Jones is her dad. They see Rashida Jones in its face value. Is she's white? They may question it for a second, but they'll go in their head and go, oh, no, no, no. Rashida's white. She's just tanned. Or, oh, she's probably, maybe Hispanic or something. They never really sit there and go, that's a black woman, you
Right.
know. Because I'll be honest, the first time I saw Rashida Jones, she was on, oh, geez. It was one of those teen shows from the 80s. It was one of the first things she was in. And I just went, Rashida looked like an old girl that lived down the street by my grandmother. We used to call her Dirty Red. And yeah, we were horrible human beings. But she just looked like, oh yeah, her mama black or her mama black, her daddy white, or vice versa. But we knew she was a black girl. But as she got older, it just kind of seemed like she got a little lighter. you know the lips that she had as a teenager started to thin out just right to where you can go, could she or couldn't, or is she or isn't she? It's that enigma, that question. you know but she's never really
Rashida
spoken on her, like, well, my dad's black. She just goes, well, my dad's Quincy
is Quincy
Jones.
Jones. Yep.
Yeah.
So I had Frank Sinatra come to the house. I've had so and so. Sammy Davis Jr. was here, and blah 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 blah. So she never really spoke on
But the context in which
race or
sometimes
anything
Rashida
much.
says those things, it doesn't seem like she's leaning into any sort of blackness.
Right.
Like,
And she is one of the people who said, just acknowledging my father would make it look like I'm not acknowledging my mother.
but see, I
You
I
know.
don't know. That part I can never, I'm not gonna I can't live that. I don't live that life, so I can't
Right.
speak directly on that whole I don't want to deny one side of me type situation. But I have seen it's been the case of somebody like what's the country singer, the little young dude, um, that
Luke
didn't know he
Bryan?
was
Oh,
black.
Is
No.
it Luke Bryan? No.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
Luke
no,
Bryan's
no,
white.
no.
Oh.
Um,
Fuck. It starts with a C.
um,
Oh.
which
Ew, this is
country
her
singer?
man.
Well, she white. Um,
So
Him. What's his
bad.
name?
She's got a kid with him too.
is it Chase?
Doesn't it start
His
with a C?
I
his
thought his name
name
was
Kane
is
Chase.
Brown.
Kane
Ezra
Brown.
So
Yep.
Ezra
Kane
Koenig.
Brown grew up with his
Okay.
white mother, who he claims that his story is that he did not know that he was mixed well until he
Oh,
was a
that boy is
teenager.
black
He
looking.
never met his
He didn't
black
look in the
father.
mirror.
But Kane Brown,
Right.
when he apparently found out he was black, it was never then spoken about. So it's like you're we know that you were not raised by one side, you were raised clearly by the other side, but you're not going to come out and say I'm a white man, but you're sure as shit not going to come out and say I'm a black man.
Right.
But for somebody in the instance of him who was not even raised by one side,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that line draws about, well, I don't want to say that I'm one or the other without offending the other. The other didn't even raise you. So
Right.
why are you concerned with the side that had nothing to do with you? But you clearly, your phenotype is that of somebody
Right.
that is ethnic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you just didn't look in a mirror or you didn't understand, or maybe your mama was, putting chemicals in your hair and you didn't know it, or what. I don't know. I don't know how you looked at yourself and was like, Mommy, I am completely white. Like, I don't
I
get it.
grew up with a girl who was white passing, so she thought, but we knew she was black. She ended up making a documentary that was pretty popular on PBS,
I
and
watched it. I
yeah,
watched it.
she's
You told
she's
me about it. It was actually really
yes,
good.
it was
It
really
was
good.
really good.
She ended up marrying a black man, so I'm happy for her. But she grew up because her mom lied and
Mm-hmm.
said that she was her father's child, and they thought that she had curly hair and dark skin because they were ethnically Jewish. But because her mom ended up with a dalliance with a black basketball player in the 70s
I love that
in
you
New
said
York City,
dalliance. Thank you.
Right?
That was so
she
sweet.
ended up pregnant by him, but then she got married to a
Mm-hmm.
white man, and he just accepted. He knew that wasn't his child. He
Yeah.
accepted her as his child, and they decided to raise her as a white Jewish girl, not understanding that she was going to be ethnically black when she got older. She had tan skin and dark curly hair, and
Mm-hmm.
we used
Mm.
to tell her she was black, and she was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not black." She talks about this in the documentary. She says there
Mm-hmm.
was black girls who bullied her. We didn't bully her. We just said we know you're black.
No, you bullied her.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
Jufro.
she did. She had long curly dark hair, and she was dark skinned,
Mm-hmm.
and she had. I'm not saying she had a super Negro nose, but she kind of had a Negro nose, and we knew she was black. She did not know she was black until she
Mm-hmm.
went away to college.
I
See.
I find this all so interesting because I didn't grow up in that world where the majority of my world was
Mm-hmm.
white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you grew up
Well,
with
your
a
dad
black parent
raised you.
raising
Your
you.
Right.
dad raised
So
you.
for me, having a white mother, I didn't have the white mother experience. Not that
Right.
there weren't white women in and out of my life all goddamn day, but
A lot
Naked
of
white women.
naked,
it's really
bushy women.
no,
Naked
there
white
really
women.
was. It's really interesting to see people who just don't process what they're seeing in the
Mm-hmm.
mirror versus what they're seeing out in the world.
Right.
Is
It's
it like a
really
form of like
interesting.
body dysmorphia? Like you don't
Yeah.
see
It's a form of
your
brainwashing.
big bell pepper ass nose?
It's telling you from the time you were born that you're
I'm
white.
just saying.
And so you believe that you're
Oh my
white.
god. Yeah.
And then she grew up in a community that was all white because
Mm-hmm.
Right.
our high school imported kids from different neighborhoods,
Not
different
imported.
towns.
Like cheese
Yeah, we had
and
different
wine.
towns. And she lived in Woodstock, and Woodstock is a suburb of the town I lived in. So they got bused into our high school. So I didn't meet this girl until high school. And I very clearly knew that she was biracial. She just didn't know it. So, like I
I
said, we
mean, but
told
was
her
that
she was
really her?
black.
Like we say, you couldn't look in the mirror and see, but if she got two lily white ass parents at the house, and
Telling
y'all
her,
at the school like, bitch, you black, like, bitch, that's my mom and my daddy right
well,
there.
Right.
her mom
Right.
was Jewish, so her mom had dark curly hair, so that's where she thought she got it from, and she thought she got the tan from being in the sun.
I have, so I do have a question. I have, if it's
Mhm.
okay with Anthony, I kind
Yeah,
of
you can
wanted to
ask it.
go through my list. It's not that
Oh
long. I
yeah.
whittled it
Oh yeah.
down.
No, no. We need to
But I
move on to
want
the list.
to know if you think these people are actively trying to pass, regardless
Hmm.
of what they say, how they live their lives. And so,
Okay.
yes.
Before you start, there's a little trivia I want people to think about. Who was our first black president?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Helene?
I'm not going Bill Clinton.
Nope, nope,
Oh
nope.
no,
George
you know what?
Washington,
No.
Abraham Lincoln.
No,
Abraham Lincoln was
there's
a Melungeon.
yes, he was
Warren
Melungeon.
Warren G. Harding.
Harding. What?
Really?
Oh.
Okay, now this came from a friend of mine. I was speaking to him this past week. Um
The
he
29th
was in
president.
he was an octoroon.
Oh. Okay.
Found out that his
So he had a
great
half
great
black
mm-hmm. So
parent.
people in town knew the secret, but a lot of folks, well, all the blacks knew in town who he was, but the white folks did too, and he was not called the brother of theirs.
Of
So just want
course.
to let y'all know there was a Negro in the White House long before Barack. Just throwing that out there. Test it.
Okay.
See if it sticks. All right, I'm sorry, Britt.
No
You want
worries.
to go through a list of, are we saying biracial or mixed?
I'm saying half black, half white, or at least a quarter black.
Got you. Let's go.
And I want to know if you think that they are actively, with their lifestyle, not their words, trying to
Okay.
pass in the white world. With Araya being here, I wanted to ask her if she could rate them based upon her little rating
Whenever she
thing.
decides to pop back
Right.
up, sure.
So I want to start with one who's honestly to me an enigma, Vin Diesel.
Italian. He is Dom
Because of
Toretto,
his
and he
move.
will always be.
He's part Negro.
He is
Right.
Negro. He is
But
black.
do you think he tries to pass?
No, because he has spoken on many accounts
Yeah,
about his black father. Um,
because he's
now
got
the
a
thing is,
brother that's like, is the brother special needs or no?
Yeah, he does.
something like that, yeah.
No, I don't
But
think he. I
and
don't think he tries to pass.
Okay.
also he break dances, and I have you not
Really?
seen
Who are we
his
talking about? I missed it.
Vin
Vin Diesel?
Diesel.
Vin
Oh,
Diesel
Vin
did.
Diesel.
I don't know if it was Bugle Boy jeans, but it was no, it's not Bugle Boy. I think it's Cross Colors. He did a Cross Colors
You
promotion
shut your
back in the
filthy
early
mouth.
'90s.
Cross colors.
Yeah, he did. He was a model. He
He
was a
had
model
hair
before he
back then,
became.
huh?
He had
Yeah,
hair,
but
and he looked weird.
he
He looked
acts like
so weird.
he's Italian.
Oh,
But I think
does he
his
act like
mom's
he's Italian,
Italian.
or do we assume that because of the movies?
Maybe
I think
because
it's
of the movies.
yeah, it's very Dom Toretto. That's
Right.
why. But I
Yeah.
think his mom's Italian, right? I know his dad's
Maybe.
black,
Yeah.
but I think his mom's Italian. So
He was
it's like
raised by his white mother and adoptive African American father, Irving H. Vincent, an acting instructor in
Mhm.
theater. So that says his
That's why he's acting.
adoptive African American father. So he might not be mixed.
Oh shit.
It
He
says
is
Diesel has
mixed.
stated that he is of
Mhm.
ambiguous ethnicity. His mother was Scottish.
Oh,
He has
damn,
never
Vin.
met his
I had
he's never met his biological father and has said that
yeah.
all I've known from my mother is that I have connections to many different cultures. Believes that his parents' relationship had been illegal in parts of the US due to anti miss
That man
oh,
black.
I don't know that word. I'm not trying to
That
figure that
man
word out
is
right
black.
now.
Spell it.
Miss Miss Miscegee Nation.
Miscegenation.
Miscegenation.
There you go.
Miscegenation. I think that's what it is. Miscegenation.
Anti-miscegenation laws
Yeah, which
prohibited
means you can't
interracial
mix.
marriage.
Yeah, that man
Um,
black
Yeah, he's
I've
might
been
be
black.
drinking.
high
I can't
yellow,
be
but he
trying to
black.
say words. But no,
I
Rhea.
done said it.
his adoptive father is definitely black. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. We don't know. Maybe mom likes
Huh.
likes the darky. So there
So
might
maybe
be
he is ambiguous.
there might
Rhea.
be yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Ambiguous.
I was going to
Engaged. Nope.
ask you something, but now that we don't know what the fuck he is, never mind. Okay.
Oh.
He's Vin goddamn Diesel. That's what he
Right.
is.
Then goddamn
All right.
Diesel.
Do you think that Jason Kidd
Jason
passes?
Kidd's a black man.
Jason
Oh,
is
yeah.
black.
He's
He's
black.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, he's half, but Jason
I
has
like
been
he's a
doing
white
a
man.
lot
That's
of
like Barack
negativities.
Obama. He's half,
Yeah.
but he's a black man.
I
Oh,
have a
he is
whole
very
list.
black.
I have a whole list.
Sophia Richie.
She's black.
Mixed.
Yeah, but she's
Her
done some white shit.
her father is black.
You don't think she
Mixed.
looked? It's not about that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking
Wait,
their
wait, wait,
life.
wait, wait, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
her
everyone
father.
knows who her father is.
Who?
No, I
Who's
understand
her
that,
daddy?
but lives
Lionel
there.
Richie.
No, that's
that's
her
not.
daddy. Sheila
No,
E's
that-
brother
No,
is her daddy.
Sophia. No.
No,
Sophia
you're,
Richie
you're
is the
thinking about
you're thinking of the
Nicole Richie.
Nicole
Right.
Richie. Sophia is Lionel's
Sophia
daughter.
Richie
Right.
is his
Oh,
biological
Nicole
Nicole
Richie
daughter.
is
Richie.
also
and
half black.
she looks just like him.
Right.
No,
I
I don't
thought
think
Nicole-
Nicole Richie's half black either. I don't think Nicole is
Nicole
half
She's
black.
Richie
actually
is
Latina.
She was
Hispanic.
raised by Lionel, but she's not his
No,
kid.
she's
I
actually
know she's
Latina.
not his
Her
kid.
auntie is Sheila E.
Sheila E.
Her
Right.
brother, Nicole Richie.
Nicole
Really?
Richie.
Nicole Richie's
Yes.
dad is Mark Esposito.
Yeah,
Sheila E's brother.
She's
Or is it?
she's
I can't
mixed.
remember. I think it's Mark.
She's
yeah,
Yeah.
mixed
Lionel is
Hispanic.
the dad.
Lionel's
Okay,
not
Sophia
her
Richie.
biological dad.
I thought we were talking. I thought
Right.
she asked about
Lionel
Sophia
adopted
Richie.
her.
So
Sophia
I'm talking about
Richie.
Sophia Richie.
Sophia Richie
This is
is
what
black.
I'm saying, Rhea. What I'm saying is, do you think
black.
that how they live their lives, do they live it as if they are passing? Not what who
No.
their dad is.
I don't think she lives as passing
Okay.
because her claim to fame is her father.
Okay.
That's her claim.
Yeah, but
she
she
has no other
doesn't. She does
talent.
not. She does not go through life. I think she uses the name Richie to get what she needs, but she does not go through life as a black woman. I would
That's
say
true.
Sophia Richie is not passing, but she's also not. She's
She's
biracial.
ethnically ambiguous.
She's biracial.
She's biracial.
She's not
Yes.
mixed. She's
a
biracial.
biracial.
Got you.
Okay. Pete Wentz.
Next up.
P. Wentz is white, but he is biracial.
White and biracial. Yeah, I would agree.
He's
with
white
that.
passing, and he's
Very.
biracial.
Is that the guy
Logic.
from Fall Out Boy?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the guy from Fall Out Boys.
The
who
little
straightens
shark.
his hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short
Oh,
king.
With
He's
the
the one that's married to
huge
Nicole.
hog. Yeah.
Got you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
He's
you.
married to Nicole
you
Richie,
said-
right?
No, he's not. She's married to Good Charlotte.
Oh, that's good. Oh, she's wait. The Wentz people.
He was
He's
married
married
to
to an actress.
Jessica Simpson's sister,
Ashley.
Yes.
Ashley
Yes.
Simpson.
Oh,
who is
that's
Now
right.
she's married to a black man.
to. She's
To-
married to Diana Ross's son.
Who is not a
Ross.
black man.
Evan.
Evan's
Evan
not a black man.
Ross.
That is not a black name.
He's
okay.
mixed.
My
Evan
next
is-
question is
Evan is mixed.
He's mixed because his mother is black.
He's mixed.
This is
my
Yeah.
this is just the way I look at things. This is
logic. No, I understand
this is
that.
not
I'm
science.
asking
Logic
for
is a white
that.
man.
I'm asking for that, but I'm also asking for you to look at the way I'm asking for your.
the way
But
they
his
show up in the
mom
world.
called
Logic
him
is
a
a white
nigger.
man.
But his mom called him.
He's
a nigger.
white. Logic is
Oh.
white.
Logic is
Okay.
white passing, a white
Okay.
passing white man.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. J. Cole.
J. Cole's
J.
a black
Cole
man.
But J. Cole is mixed.
J. Cole on my list.
And I
lately,
see
J.
him
Cole has been
as-
doing some white man shit.
I
J.
see him
Cole
as
on
a
my
black
list
man.
is black.
I see him as a black
I
man.
say he's black. I see him as a black man. He
I
just
see him
does
as a
some
black man.
Wentworth
stupid
Miller.
shit.
He's just like sin.
Who?
Wentworth
Wentworth is
Miller.
biracial.
He's white. He's white passing. Nobody
Is that
knew
him
he
from
was.
Prison Break?
Yes. Nobody
Oh
knew
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah,
mixed
yeah, yeah.
until
He looked like my
years
cousin Sean.
later.
He
He
black.
presents as a white man.
I say he's biracial.
Lotto.
Lotto's black.
Nigga, Lotto wants to be black so motherfucking bad. She's gonna make herself be a black woman
She's
if it
black.
kills her, even though she got a white ass mama.
She does acknowledge
She
her
the
white
one that got
mama.
the little Negro light white mama.
Yeah, she has
Mulatto.
a white
Mulatto
mama.
was her
Oh.
name, and
Mulatto
then she
is
changed to Lotto
her
when
name.
she told her,
Changed-
bitch, don't be
oh.
calling
No.
yourself mulatto.
People told her not to call herself mulatto, so she goes by Big Lotto.
Big
now.
Lotto. Okay, got you.
But
Got you.
her-
Got you. Got
and
you.
she's
okay.
gonna,
She
she's gonna
acknowledges that
carry
her
on
mom
the
is
lineage
black.
of being black. She's gonna
She's
fuck a black
she's-
man.
she's
She's gonna have
mixed.
black babies.
She's mixed.
She's black.
Okay.
Cash
okay, got you.
Warren.
Cash Warren is a black man because that's how I knew he was black, because he married Jessica Alba, and Jessica Alba said her husband is black.
She
But if she hadn't said that, would you have thought that man was black?
biracial.
I would have
No.
thought he was biracial.
Biracial.
What about Doja Cat?
Doja Cat's white.
Didn't you say she's
I mean,
a
I'm
cosplayer?
sorry,
Mixed.
she's mixed. Wait.
She's a mixed
No, there's a
cosplayer.
difference.
She
There's a
does. She
difference. What did I
cosplays as
say?
black.
Doja
When
Cat
it's-
is white and cosplays as biracial.
Yes.
Wow.
She does everything in everything in her else in her life is white. She dates a white man. She lives as a white woman.
Right.
She
So
cosplays as a biracial, so she
last
can say
person.
the N word.
the
Okay.
last person on my
Huh.
list. My favorite person, the person who I love the most. Halsey.
White
Halsey's a
woman.
white woman.
That's a white woman.
That's a complete white woman.
All over white woman.
Did I have her on my list? I didn't even have her on my list because she's so
She's
white.
not even biracial. She is a white woman.
She's a white woman. She's a white passing,
But
white
her
accepting.
makeup
What do you think
is
about what
50 Shades of Caucasian.
it is 50 Shades of White? What do you think about Maya Rudolph?
My Rudolph
Black.
is black.
She's a black woman.
I don't, you know what? I
She
don't
has
see,
always said she was black.
I see Maya Rudolph as mixed. I don't
Mhm.
see her as a black woman.
Interesting.
I do see
I
her
Really?
see
as
her as
mixed,
a
though.
black woman.
I think it's because a lot of
What
times
about-
you see her partnered up, like even in movies, she's always partnered up with a white man.
She is.
She
Yes.
is, but on
She married a white man.
SNL, she played all the black characters.
Because
Well,
she's
yeah, you can play all the black characters, sure.
but that doesn't mean that you live in your life as one.
Right.
Right.
True.
But I
Maya
think she.
Rudolph
Well,
is mixed to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw on a couple of Black
We
History
know her mother is
things
Minnie
for NBC.
Riperton.
Yeah.
She's done
And
Black
she-
History moments for NBC, so I
Yeah,
do
she
know
definitely.
Black.
Now she acknowledges her
She
black
never
mother.
acknowledged.
She does do
Yeah,
that.
she never says that she's not
Mhm.
black.
Yes, but I don't think she lives her life every day. She doesn't
No,
walk.
her
She
husband
seems
is
like she
white.
walks out of her house and doesn't think about I'm walking out of my house black. Let
As a
me
black
act right.
woman.
Or
Right.
that I don't see Maya Rudolph giving her kids the talk.
Mhm.
Right. No, because her kids are white.
And so like, okay, what about Diana Ross's kids? Other than the
Black.
firstborn.
They're black.
All
They
of them?
look black to me.
All of them?
They portray
they're
some
black.
blackdom.
Now
Evan
there's-
really black.
Their
I don't
children
see, I don't,
are
and
not
see,
black.
Evan is the one that I don't consider. I don't consider Evan and Chutney. I think
Mhm.
are mixed.
The fact you name them after an Indian dish weirds me out.
Right. Evan and Chutney are mixed. Tracy is a black woman.
Tracy,
Yes,
she
she is.
will
Yeah,
never.
she's black.
The
She will
oldest
never denounce
son,
that.
the oldest son, I think, is a black man.
Mm-hmm. Well, isn't the
and then of
oldest
course the
son
firstborn
from-
daughter.
Oh yeah, the okay. So she had a
Rhonda is all black by
Yeah,
Barry
yeah.
and got a
Gordy.
black husband with a
Yeah.
black child. She's
That's
the only
Barry
one that has
Gordy's
married a black
child.
man
Gotcha.
or a black person.
Yeah,
All
Chudney
the rest of the
is
kids
mixed.
all have white husbands or wives.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
if you look at Diana Ross's lineage, when Evan Ross's kids have kids, there will be no more black in that family.
That's true.
Mm,
That's true.
Understood. Understood. Okay. All right. Well, that was very informative. Now,
It only takes 2 generations to erase blackness.
Yep.
mm,
What's that?
Shit.
Mahomes?
Not
Pat-
white.
Patrick Mahomes. Oh.
Patrick Mahomes,
I have-
that is a white man.
I
That's a
have
white man.
cousins who, okay, so back in the day, in the 40s and 50s, we had a relative who married a white man. So her children came out as biracial. They were treated differently because of the times. When they got of age, because of the community that they lived in, there was
yeah, you're
only
drunk,
it was yeah, I am. It was a majority of white people. So they ended up with white spouses.
Oh,
Their
okay.
children now are only a quarter black.
They don't even know they black, do they?
They present, no, they know because their
Mm.
grandmother was still alive. They
Okay.
present as racially ambiguous. They have light skin,
Mm-hmm.
blonde hair, blue eyes, or gray eyes, or green eyes, whatever. Their eyes are exotic. They have now mated or married white people. So their children that are coming up now are
Mhm.
white children.
But you want to know
They
something
know
funny?
that they have black in them because
Yeah.
we're so close as a family. but they present and they carry their lives out as
Those are white
white
children. They don't have
people.
no black
Mm-hmm.
in them.
Yeah.
Because if they
Yeah,
went out and lived their lives and their grandparent died and there was no record of said grandparent, you wouldn't
they're
know those
white.
children were black.
Yeah, so in
Right.
2 generations, you can mix out white, black people.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about DNA?
It'll come up in that third
It's like
generation and the
Teen
motherfucker will
Wolf.
come up black as
Yep,
shit.
that blackness will skip a generation, and then all of a sudden, why you look like
I'm
Kareem
waiting for it to
Abdul-Jabbar?
happen. I'm waiting for it
Yep.
to
They're gonna
happen.
need it. The daddy gonna be asking for a goddamn DNA test.
Oh yeah.
I will
Mhm.
tell
Why?
Whose
you,
black baby
Why
is
is
this?
who's
when I was
who?
pregnant with my oldest, her grandmother wanted more than anything for the baby to come out white. So you see me, her
You
father,
and
Mhm.
Leo aren't white.
no, not white as in, but white in color. There's so much fucking racism in that family when it comes to black Latinos. So that's all they wanted. So every day I would pick up a brown egg because she loved eggs, and I'd be like, I want my baby darker than this, much darker than this. When my daughter came
Whoa.
out, they
Yeah, you asking
said
for an ass whipping.
they came and visited the baby, and they said if she didn't look exactly like her father, we would have thought you had a baby with a black man.
Mm.
Because she was
Ina, Britt's daughter Ina was darker than my son when my son was born.
Oh wow.
yes.
And my son is only half Puerto Rican. But he looked like
Wow.
Julio Iglesias when he was born. And that's
Oh
because
wow.
within me,
Not Julio.
I have mixed blood. I'm
Right.
black.
Mhm.
My parents are black, so I'm considered a black person. But because of throwbacks from ancestry, my child came out looking very pale, very
Mhm.
white. He didn't get his color until he was like 6 or 7.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
My second one came
Holy
out
hell.
so dark that people would ask me if she was Cambodian, because Cambodians are known for being so brown.
Mhm.
And they had no idea because she had a very wide nose, she had big lips.
Can y'all see that? Hold on.
No.
Hold on. The progression of
Aw.
Jaden to now he's my darkest
Oh.
child.
Oh.
That was 6. So when he hit 6, he turned into my own
He got
personal little
dark.
darkie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
My kids went the opposite direction. They have gotten lighter because they spend less time in the sun
Mhm.
because
Oh, no,
of the
mine-
sun.
I would say
So-
Caleb is the only one. The firstborn was the only one that didn't darken up. But
Yeah.
Ian and the last and the second are both the little darkies.
My son used to say, when it's Black Friday, am I going to turn into a black man, mommy? And I said,
Wha- oh.
no,
Keep
it's
pushing,
not going to
homie.
happen. It's not going to happen on Black Friday, but it will happen someday.
Just steal those Yu-Gi-Oh cards and you'll see.
You ain't shit. See how you
Because
can't
when
tell
he
nobody nothing?
When he did steal those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they said a black man
Yep.
stole Yu-Gi-Oh
Stole
cards.
the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and he was like, "Yes,
I
I'm a
finally
Negro.
won!
I'm
a
finally
Negro."
made it.
Finally got into the clan. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
look, we
this-
gotta
Oh,
gotta
I just
start
want to
wrapping
say
it
really
up. but
quickly.
Go ahead.
There's this NBA player. His name is Isaiah Hartenstein, and he says he looks white. He's half
Mhm.
black, half white. And he says, I don't even call myself light skin. I call myself bright skin.
Well, it's like what's his name?
Was
Blake
it
Griffin.
Clay Thompson?
Mhm.
Clay
Clay
Thompson.
Thompson.
He
Blake
looks white.
Griffin.
I
Blake
did not
Griffin
know
looks
Clay
white.
Thompson was black.
I
Oh,
saw
I
his
didn't
black
he looked
father.
black
His
to me.
father,
Oh, yeah,
his
I knew.
father
To be
is
honest.
light skin. I
Well, I
just
knew
saw
who
his
his dad
father
was.
because Megan just did a Thanksgiving dinner for the whole
I
family,
saw that.
and his father was on the news talking about how
Michael?
good the food was. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael
And
Thompson.
he's a black man. He's a light-skinned
Yes.
black man, but he's a black man.
You know who he used to play for?
Who?
The Lakers.
Oh, I didn't know he was a basketball player. I
Mhm.
Ooh,
didn't-
you almost
Yeah.
said baseball. I
He
love
plays
you.
Baseball.
the sports ball.
He plays the
Baseball.
sports
He
ball.
plays the sports ball.
He plays dribble ball.
Does
ball
he,
dribble.
Does he hit the ball in the net?
He doesn't play the kicking the ball. He doesn't
He
play
pushed
the throwing
orange
the
ball.
ball.
He
Does he kick the
tossed
ball?
orange ball in orange hoop. with net and it goes swish. No, yeah, Michael Thompson used to play for the Lakers. I think he was a small forward. Yeah, I think he was a small forward for the Lakers back in the early 80s during the days of Norm Nixon, Magic Johnson, Kareem, all of them. Yep,
Can
that's
we skip
Clay's dad.
Her-Tep?
Oh yeah, we skipping because we gotta play America's brand new game. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out.
Which parent is black?
And
What the hell was that?
it is America's new game. Which parent is black? And it's only happening for this episode because I don't have time to be researching how many of you. Oh yeah, that's my Mike.
He's light skinned.
Mm-hmm. Mike Red, man, Mike Redhead.
Yeah, he's
But
red. He's a red bone.
But I have one, just one celebrity, and you have to guess which one of their parents is black. So here is that celebrity. Everyone can see. Do we know who this is? You can see. This is
Carol
Carol
Channing.
Channing from 1967, looking as good as she want to look. But sadly, I remember Carol Channing in the 80s pushing Polydent.
Yes.
So this was during her heyday at the peak of Carol Channing. Well, in 2002, Carol Channing wrote her autobiography, her memoir, where she finally came out and said, guess what, y'all? I'm black. You didn't think so, huh? But I am. But Carol Channing is a black woman. She recognized it. She said it happened. But here is the question. Which parent is her black parent? I will start off with Helene. Mom or dad?
Father.
Okay. Britt?
Father.
Okay. Rhea?
I'm going to also say father.
Give these women a huge prize. I don't know what the prize would be. Oh, yes. You all get a full case of Luster's Pink Moisturizer.
Oh, yes.
Way
Yes.
to
Pink
go.
oil moisturizer.
I can
Woo.
smell it through the screen.
That is. Y'all win a full, a lifetime supply, which is only one bottle because that's all you really need.
That's all you need.
Yes, Carol Channing's father was half black, which makes her a quadroon. But here's the crazy thing. Her father moved from one area to another where at one point he was considered colored, but when he moved to this new life, he became a full-fledged white man.
Mhm.
And he passed. That's how white this man looked.
I'm not mad at her.
So, yeah, thank y'all for
You had to
participating.
do what
And
you had to do.
you had to do it. That's right. You had to do what you had to do to survive. But it really tripped me out because I remember she did a Barbara Walters interview when after the book was written, and she spoke about, having to come to terms with the acknowledgement of her father's racial makeup.
Did she know?
And she didn't know at first. In her book, she didn't know. She didn't find out until she was either, I think, a teenager or a full-blown adult.
Mm.
So,
And what
boy,
you
ain't
gonna
that
do
some
at
shit.
that
You got
point?
your southern cousins coming from Mississippi and they blacker than the ace of spades.
Right.
Where's the hog mouse? But anyway, that was our first and probably only edition of
Which parent is black?
What does that say? I can't even make out what she's saying.
Which parent is
Which
black?
parent is black?
Oh Lord.
Thank you, AI. I just killed a whole black neighborhood for that song.
Okay.
Ah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, we got to start wrapping it up. Before we go, we have some quick recommendations. We are talking recommendations. So we are going to start with Miss Britt Williams. Britt, do you have a recommendation or recommendations, plural, for our beautiful viewers?
Poppy soda is a lovely alternative to traditional
Oh my God.
sodas. It's a prebiotic and it's good for you. It only has 5 grams of sugar per can. It It is a lovely alternative. And I have to say that the grape drink is the best drink. They also have an orange drink, and it's a good drink as well. So,
Such a Negro.
Such a you get the hard ER. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass
so
up.
that's my recommendation.
All right. Yeah. You proving your blackness. We get it. I don't know what made me do that before we started recording. She's like, yeah, I'm sipping on grape drink, and I'm like, it just happened.
Wow.
Yeah,
The
it just
hard ER.
it just came out. I guess that's
With
that
the
Cajun
hard
side of me.
ER. Do you see that?
Yeah, I guess that small little white side just came out and said it. Yell it and yell it proud. But we're gonna move on. Rhea, any recommendations?
Yes, I actually have two recommendations, and I want to tell you that if you also hate this actor, you should hate watch these shows.
Oh
So
wow.
there's an actor.
Like I said, hate watch.
There's an actor called
Oh
oh,
no.
what's his name?
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you meant Kim
no.
Kardashian.
No, I'm looking him up right now.
You want me to skip you and come
His
back,
name
baby?
no, I got him. His name is Jake Lacey. This
Jake
is his
Lacey.
face.
Oh yes. I have seen him
He
in a few things. Yes.
he is starring in two shows that I'm currently watching, and
Mhm.
this is
I
the
don't know who
third
that
show
is.
that I'm going to watch today after I finish the second show. So he's in a show called All Her Fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's a newer show on Peacock. All his shows are on Peacock. He must have a deal with Peacock.
Why do you keep saying
Something is wrong
what's
with her.
going on?
Love
So
You sound
Why
like
don't
he
we like him
plays
though?
pecans.
he plays the father in All Her Fault. All Her Fault
Okay.
is an excellent thriller. It has twists and turns and a whodunit, and it's really good. And it's
But
on
why don't we
Peacock
like him?
because he's an asshole. He's got a punchable face, which they reference in the show.
Oh, like not in real
Then,
life, just on this
not in
show.
real life,
Okay.
but I actually don't like him in real life because of the character he plays on
God,
the
you're gonna
shows.
make me pee my pants.
So he's
That man probably
also
donated to the NAACP. Go
he's
ahead, man. You made
also
him.
Who
he's
cares?
also in a show called Friend of the Family,
Oh,
which
okay.
is a dramatization of a show called Abducted in Plain Sight, which
Uh-huh.
is a documentary on Netflix that I encourage you to watch. Then go watch the series that is a dramatization of that show because you will be pissed off and mad at this person the entire time.
Is he the one getting bend or doing the bending?
He's doing the bending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
the daddy was the one getting
the
it.
daddy was the one getting bent.
Look,
Mhm.
I don't really partake in white activities.
But
So
Did y'all not
they're
see that
both really
documentary?
good.
That shit was crazy.
The doc
eh,
I'm gonna go once I finish. I'm
I
on
guess I'll watch it.
episode 7 of 8.
Okay.
Once I finish this series, I'm gonna go back and watch the documentary because this shit is unbelievable. This shit
Okay.
is so this shit will get you so mad. Like you'll be mad watching All Her Fault because you're like, oh, it's her fault. And
Mhm.
then the next episode will come out and you'll be like, oh no, it's her fault. Then you're gonna point the finger at somebody else and go, oh, it's her fault. So that's why All Her Fault is good.
Okay.
But when you watch A Friend of the Family, you're gonna blame the family.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna blame the friend. You're gonna blame the family. So this is the only time that you're not gonna blame the pedophile. You're gonna blame the actual family.
Okay. All
So
right.
those were my recommendations. All Her Fault and Friend of the Family, both on Peacock. Peacock.
Mm-mm.
What is with you with this? That's enough. I'm done with you. Moving on. Helene, do you have any recommendations?
Shit, I thought I did, but I fucking forgot because of Rhea's ass screaming peacock. Um. Oh,
She sound like them folks who
yo,
say pecan. It's very annoying.
it's the end of the year.
Yes.
December is tomorrow. It's
Mhm.
whatever day on Wednesday when this episode drops. Make sure your resume is in order.
Yep.
Always keep your
Updated.
resume up to date. Never wait until the occasion that something happens or you think something's going to. update your resume. You should have that shit saved in multiple places, ready to go at any. It should be in your phone, it should be on your computer, it should be in a Google Doc, in a Google Drive, in a PDF form, in a Word doc. Any way that you need to save that bitch, save it in multiple ways so that you can shoot it off to anybody that asks. You should be able to have somebody walk up to you and be like, "Do you have a resume?" You're like, "Hold please."
Let me airdrop that to
And you
you.
can,
Right.
yeah, whether it be AirDrop or Google Doc or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, handle it.
Got you.
That's
So
it.
get
That's
your
all.
resume in order. That's all. No, that is a great recommendation. Um, I will do the same. No, I just updated my resume, so whew,
I
thank
did
goodness for that.
mine last
Shout
weekend.
out to Antonia. Thank you for helping me with that. Britt knows who I'm talking about. Um, my recommendation, I have a quick three, well, four. One, check out Last Samurai Standing on Netflix if you love a good old school Japanese samurai flick with lots of swords, slicing, and sinew. Yes, check it out. It's awesome. There's just one season right now, and I'm pretty pissed because I can't wait for the second season. But my other recommendations are based on what we just talked about, and that is about passing, ladies and gentlemen. So if you like reading, and I know you do, because unlike Rhea, it doesn't kill the libido. Um, check out this graphic novel from Vertigo with this beautiful title. It is called Incognito. It is an
Oh.
Oh,
amazing
Hmm.
I
comic.
love that.
Yeah, it's an awesome story. It is based on a true story. Um, uh, Now the character's name is Kane Pitchback. He is a white passing Negro who works for the I think it's called the New Amsterdam Herald newspaper back in the 1920s and 30s, and he would use his passing ability to go down south and get, report on news about lynchings and other really horrible crimes that were committed on black people. Just to keep in mind, in the book, the New Amsterdam Herald is a black ran newspaper. So this story, he goes to investigate and report on a lynching, and his there is a surprise twist and some craziness, but I don't want to spoil it. If you can find it, I think the comic came out in the early 2010s or late aughts. So it's in trade paperback. You should be able to find it. Once again, it is called Incognito. It is a great read. There was rumors that the rights had gotten picked up to become a series. I hope it happens because something like this does not need a movie. It needs a series where it can grow and mature, and you could really get into the whole storyline. Also, if you want to know things about passing, I recommend these movies. Check out, if you got the patience. It's an old film. Two of them are old films. Pinky, which is about a woman who's walking around passing. Imitation of Life. I mean, if your
Yes,
grandma has never seen, if you have not sat with your granny,
that used to be
and
on repeat.
Yep.
yes, and what now? There's two versions of Imitation of Life. The original
Right.
came out in the 1930s,
I
but the
watched the
more
second.
popular one is the one with Juanita Moore. That came out in the late 50s, early
Yep.
60s,
That's the one I
and
know.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
has the famous appearance by the Queen of Gospel, Miss Mahalia
Mahalia
Jackson,
Jackson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
singing.
Mama, I'm white.
Yes, and then you saw what was her name? Sarah Jane. Was it Sarah Jane?
Mm-hmm.
No, Sarah Lee, something like that. No, Sarah Lee is a
Sarah
goddamn
Jane.
pastry.
It was Sarah
Sarah
Jane.
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 When Sarah Jane ran in the church, she's my mama. She is my mama. And everybody was like, oh, Sarah Jane's a Negra. They didn't say it in the church, but it's the revelation, because she gave her mama hell,
She did.
but she realized what she was when they whoop her ass. Oops, I'm sorry. Spoiler for a damn near 80-year-old movie. So give that a shot. Check that out. But definitely check out Incognito. It is a great read. The artwork is beautiful. It is in black and white. Ha ha ha. But if you can see, this is the artwork. It is pretty damn cool. I love the way it looks. It's got that old school comic strip look, newspaper comic strip look. So give it a read. All right, that is it. That is all. I know someone has a bladder to relieve. I know other folks have lives and children to raise. And then we have somebody who's probably going to smoke her life away. So we are going to call it an episode. We want to thank everybody for checking it out. We do want to hear from y'all, if with our topics that we spoke on, especially our roundtable about passing. Do you give those folks who pass, who try to be something they're not, grace? Or do you just give them a stern side eye and say, whatever? Let us know. Leave it in the comments and make sure you hit that red subscribe button. I haven't done that in a while. It only takes a second. Leave a blue thumbs up because blue thumbs are cool, and hit that bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when a new episode drops. Whew, that is it. That is all. So, for that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson, for that slightly annoyed mixed chick, aka the priestess of beige rage, Miss Britt Williams, and for Coretta with the Beretta, Miss Helene Turagano,
Gang, gang.
I, bang, bang. I am Anthony Sterling saying, if you are out in them streets, please be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
See you later, nigga.